Move my monitor back so far. Okay. So we've got a mic, we've got the camera, we've got the chat. So, guys, let's go ahead and I'm going to try to just pull up a browser and just kind of show you guys what we're going to do to get this underway. Because if I load up anything else, it's just going to crash, um, apparently. And that's not what we want. Okay, here we go. Are we not live again? I'm live. I promise I am. Hello, hello. um, weird. It's still not broadcasting. Is this internet not working? Docs, stats, frames per second, 98. Wow, 0.98. All right, we should be going now. What the heck? All right, it's still not showing the actual stream. What's going on here? It shows here it's doing okay. Hmm. And it's still not going. God bless America. So apparently, it's too much on my computer to be able to stream the game on the PC, plus manage the stream itself. Um, I don't know. I've never seen anything like this where just run the game and like shut off an entire computer. That this is a Ryzen 9. I don't know why it's doing this. Um, let's see. So what we'll do is just kind of go over the game, I guess, like outside of the footage, and you guys can see the footage when you play. I mean, I kind of hate that, but that's what it's going to have to be. But that's okay. Let's see. Window capture. having to restart. We're cooking with propane now. This is good. All right. So once everybody gets like piled up in here, then I'll start kind of talking more about it. But Web3 gaming, of course, is on the crypto blockchain, to where your game assets are owned by you instead of actually being able to just say, I can sell my GTA account for $1,000. Well, I mean, you could, but it's against the terms of service. So if they find out that you've done that, they will ban your account. Well, with this style of gaming, and it's more and more inclusive every day, it's growing. When you look at being able to buy an asset in a game that can earn money, and not only that, you can earn in-game items and then sell those for money. And this is a gamer's dream at this point, because you look at how many people have spent thousands of dollars on free games such as Fortnite, uh, that, my God, they're in the billions now, and they made a free game. So when you go to buy assets in that game, you can't get your money back unless you do a refund. You only get three refunds. I think it's for a year or a lifetime, something like that. Um, but that's it. Like, that's all you get, and that's the only way to get money back from them. And it's what, maybe $10 at worst that you're going to get back at a time. Where this, if you mint $1,000 NFT, you can go sell it for $1,000 on the marketplace and put that money in your pocket. So it's a very lucrative industry right now that Web3 is going up to. And I hope to God everybody can hear me and I'm not just talking to myself. But yeah, so it's a very interesting deal. If you have any questions, please make sure to ask. I'm going to go ahead and put the Discord. Oh no, that's not going to work. See, and I just edited this before I started. It's still in the like recent things. Did I not save it or did it not save? Oh my God, you got to be kidding me. I just created all those links on Discord too. All right. Let's see. Still need to make an ID verification. If you want to cash out, then yes, you'll have to do an ID verification. I think it's of more than 3,000 or something like that you would have to do the ID verification for. I don't. That's something that we're actually waiting on Kaiser to get here so he can make sure to elaborate a little bit deeper into those kind of details, just to make sure we get everybody on the right track and let everybody know the right information. Copy. See, I don't know why it did this. 'Cause I put Discord. I don't even know what Discord that's for. It's probably mine, but I'm just playing it safe and just creating all new three links. And I just did this, guys, before I started the stream, so it's kind of redundant to have to do this again. Crap. Okay, so here's what we do. Huh. I laugh in the eyes of stress. Ha ha ha. Okay. Yeah. Probably because those links were very broken. So for Boss Fam, I know you're probably already in Boss Fam. We've got to get you in. And why am I not doing Decacorn? That's the one I need. Lord help. Okay. Yeah, I had four. I've got Gil Decacorn. That's hard to say fast. Okay. All right. That sucks. And like I can't even type to my own channel. This is really the craziest stream I've ever had. I feel like I just very limited. Let's see. Let's go back over here. Okay. So whenever you register and sign up for the big time game, you will gain access that following Thursday. So if you join today, this coming Thursday, you'll get access to the game for free through Guild Decacorn. And whenever you join the Guild Decacorn um, Discord, they have instructions on how to get that VIP Ruby VIP pass for absolutely free. And it will usually cost you $330 to get this pass. And that's a very big free crypto ticket to even just get into the actual crypto world itself for free. That's a big blessing. And so I wanted to make sure everybody in our group got that information. Um, so, all right. Boss, can you hear me? How many squares do I have right now? I don't know. I've got the Ruby Pass where there's like a 10 um, there's a 10 levels that you first need to get through in the tutorial to start earning money. Um, but you also have like you can earn NFTs while you're in the tutorial. So you never know when you're going to win those big money, items. Okay. I need Kaiser here, and he is offline. Crap. So Well, see, it's wanting me to play the game because I've already got the Ruby Pass. And if you go to the marketplace and you go to find out that this thing is 330 bucks, and some of these items have really great prices on them, but like you can see, like this one right here, somebody looted this the other day. That's a $700 item that is needed in the game. And I mean, you can see that it was 750 or 740. This one's 699. So people are listing these to sell these items, and they sell them because the other people that are NFT collectors within the game appreciate these items, because later, whenever the token is released, you're going to see that these items are going to play in your favor to earn a lot more money, and to make you more powerful, and you'll be a beast in the game. And so, if you can gather a few of these and hold them, and then play to earn it, and actually earn the token, and get that system going for yourself, it's fire. And now I watched the oh, what is that, the video from YouTube about their economy. Now there's open loot. And this is one of those games that you can literally, uh, you can be rewarded for playing the game long, like as long as you want to. But the more you play, the more you get paid. As far as an overall span and an outlook, where I sit there and played GTA and spent over $1,000 on that game, and I don't even play it anymore. But if it was paying me money, you better believe I'd still be playing that game. But like, I made a whole entire crew out of nothing because I wanted people to play with, and be able to sell my businesses, and I love helping other people. So it was fun. We really enjoyed it. We played it for almost 3 years solid, every day in and day out. We were recruiting people, we were growing. We had like 50, 60 people in my crew at one time. Um, and yeah, so it was a pretty crazy thing to, especially like Biker Week, when you've got biker businesses you could sell. That really became a crazy thing. So I'm wondering where Kaiser is. I'm waiting on him and Haynes to get in. They might be in the middle of a game. Let's see, where do we go? Let's see. So I'm waiting for Kaiser and Hans to get here. Oh, Balut's already joined the Discord. Let's go. Good job. Yeah, you would be fine for now, especially just starting. Um, I did my ID verification just because it let me do it, and it took just a minute or two, and it was ready to go. Um, but yeah, I was actually surprised how it was so fast. this is where I went to see how much the Ruby Pass was worth, and it doesn't even have it on here because it's exclusive to the Decacorn Guild. And whenever you're in that guild, you get access to that $330 pass. And as you can see, rare, epic, legendary. So if you were to pay $4,500, you could have a legendary pass, or you can join Decacorn Guild and get it for free. And they're so active. Like they have, and if you go on the Discord, you'll actually see um, big time one, big time two, big time three, four, five, six, seven, all the way down to nine, and they'll probably end up making a lot more channels. Um, but like there are some people streaming it right now. Let's see. There's like 10 in that room, 3 in this room, but there's also LF Party, which is looking for party, where you can go in and find somebody to play with because you'll need a party of 4 to play the game. Well, you invite 1,000 and a few will come. All right. It's bad because I'm a legendary type player, and that's a very expensive set, but it looks nice. Wow. Those look crazy. I want to fire up the game, but it's going to crash this stupid to first sign up on this game. Um, you'll join the Guild Decacorn Discord, and then whenever you join the Guild Decacorn Discord, then there is going to be a section once you read the rules and whatnot. You get involved, and you'll go to how to register, and that is the channel for your setting up your big time Ruby pass. If I have someone new, please let me know in the chat who you are, so I can make sure that I don't have to keep repeating myself. That's going to be a really good thing. There's Ains right there. Hans. I don't know why you call him Ains. I guess because Aints. That's what it is. Okay. I'll be alright, guys. Where did that English channel go? I bet this thing needs an update because it just disappeared. Yeah, that just disappeared on me. Okay, so now I can't post the link in there. You're fine. We're waiting on people to get in now. If y'all could see this setup, it's hilarious, y'all. I can't. Oh my god. So we wait. I need some music, guys. I gotta have some music. All right, Baloo. Thank you for stopping in. Let me know in DM where you got as far as your sign up process so we can make sure you get in there because we want you to get in there before Thursday. That way you can get your pass and start playing and making some money. And that's the wrong title. What? That's odd. I feel naked without my mouse. It's driving me nuts. I'm going to I'm going to do a little bit of two-handed typing because I hate hunting pick. Okay, so we've got this, and then what's the name of that room? How to register. Okay. You have a dinosaur? That's a wild looking dinosaur. What are you going to feed it? Hmm.
You don't feed
You don't feed it. What does it eat?
it. It eats.
Does it eat trees?
No.
What?
Ring pop. Ring pop. Ring pop.
No, Daisy, no.
Why does mine have a hole in it?
That's okay. We'll roll it up.
I've got some
We should get
juice.
one of these in Daisy's mouth, take a picture of her.
Ace the Thief has landed in the chat, y'all. Say what about Daisy, Mama?
Let's try it. You got your phone kind of ready.
It's over here for chat.
I would love to get that in Daisy's mouth. Get a picture of her. Come here, Daisy.
Oh, boy, you're a nut.
Daisy, come here.
Oh my God, that's hilarious though. Here, watch out, Sammy. I'm gonna put this on the dog.
Put it on
Look,
me.
look the dog.
Look up, look.
Daisy. It's not picking her up. Oh, it is a little bit.
There you go.
Oh my God. She's eating a lollipop
I'm
ring.
trying to hold it.
I'm trying to get the camera on her. Hold on.
Don't get on me.
Oh. I'm kind of stuck on a leash here.
Go up some.
There we go.
Did you get it?
I think I can see on there. It's
Mama.
delayed.
Let
What do
me
you
see
think about
me
that pit bull
over
eating this candy?
Oh, God, I thought you took it all.
That's
Get you some water. You
cute.
have
here. There she does.
not much.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Little intermission.
I repeat, the dog has lips.
The dog has a lip.
The dog has pink
All right.
lips.
So, Ace the Thief. So as people come in, you're going to hear me repeating myself a
Wow.
little bit. But we're going to want to join the Discord of Decacorn. Decacorn is giving you access to a $330 NFT pass that will enable you to play a game and make thousands of dollars with this NFT pass. And then as the game perspires and it grows in its beta phase, you're going to be able to see a lot more movement within the game, throughout the community, etc. It's going to be really, really, really big, and it's free to join. So unless you go your own route with it and join, it's $300.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Get
Yes, sir.
Yes,
a
sir.
solid entry point on this for free. Let's go ahead and finish up these tags right quick. I don't know why it's not doing any of this for me anymore. Yeah, good one. Ace the Thief is about to be an over-the-road truck driver, and I'm very excited for him and his family. They're going to make some good money, have some good times. It's going to be awesome for him, and I'm very excited for him. I can't speak Donka. I wish I could. That would be cool. So, what languages do you know, man? I got some at Donka Donka. You know, I can do. Donka. Music. It's either music or gaming that I always film into. Yeah, that's not in there yet. Allow all comments. And I can't save the thing? Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Bruh. Okay, like, technology sucks, man. For real. can't fix my YouTube. I guess that'll be later in the day. All right, so let's at least put this in here so I can copy and paste it from my phone. So let's at least put this in here so I can copy and paste it from my phone. Yes. 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 Did it copy the whole thing? I don't need the whole thing. I don't need the whole thing. Good guy. Good guy. Technology is a wonderful thing when it works. Technology is a wonderful thing when it works. Thing when it works. Look, this phone is retarded too. You already know about some technology difficulties, don't you? I've seen it firsthand with yours. That's just crazy. I've seen it firsthand with yours. That's just first lollipop. God, what did you do? Oh, Mama, that's good. Oh, Mama, that's cute. Oh, Mama, that's cute. Solar, what's going on, Solar? I really appreciate you for stopping in. Solar, what's going on? So everybody is a winner today in the stream. So everybody is a winner today. We're giving away NFT passes that value at $330. So as people are coming in, I'm just telling them, and then they're leaving and going and signing up. So it's a very simple process to sign up and get access to this Ruby Pass. And this pass earns you a free spot in a game that pays you to play the game. And then how this spot works: whenever you're playing the game and you get a kill, you get an NFT at random. It can be at any time during the game that you're playing. And I've seen guys making $2,000 over the course of 4 months. So that's not a lot, but hey, that's $500 a month that I'll put in my wallet any day. So that's just an extra, and they're playing it hardcore, like they love it, and it's a really neat game. I want to actually play some of it, but there's a little bit of a challenge with that, just because whenever I'm playing on the computer here, it's given me a hard time staying on top of everything. Kind of like right now. Like I just figured out something on my stream that looked like crap. I can't handle it. So this changed. It's like whenever my PC crashed, nothing carried over that I did. God. Come on, man. All right, so let me get this resized right quick. I'm one of those people that if it's not 100% correct and perfect, I'm ready to pull my hair out. So I'm trying to make sure I get this set up correctly, and I believe I'm trying to make sure I get this set up correctly here. Yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. And if you watch, my photo frame is like slowly getting bigger. Yeah, I'm a fanatic when it comes to things like this. You're supposed to be a professional, setup, and like my overlay costs $80, and I try to do as good as I can for everybody that's watching. All right, and then where's the chat box? Because that's something else I need to make sure I have. It's not on. Bullshit. It's not on. Bullshit. Oh God, come on, man. You're killing me, Smalls. This thing's off too. And see, I literally copied and pasted from Streamlabs to OBS, and it did not do well. And it did not do well. And it did not do well. Let me go to this one. I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience. So how are you doing, Solar? Do you stream? I don't think I've been in your stream. I don't think I've been in your stream. Maybe. I don't think I've been in your stream. 400. Yeah, that's perfect right there. A little bit more. Yeah, that's perfect right there. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Perfecto. There we go. Perfecto. Okay. So how to register for this giveaway? Okay. So how to register? You simply join the Decacorn Guild. Whenever you join that guild's Decacorn's Discord, that's all. It's too early. Anyway, so you want to join Decacorn's Discord, and then once you join that Discord, there's going to be a section in there called How to Register. That's going to teach you. There's like 3 steps to sign up to get your free Ruby Pass. It's nothing crazy. You don't have to call your mom and your dad and all this weird stuff. It's just literally like steps on how to go through the site. And they even have photo screenshots of how it all looks, so you know that it's right. And in the world of Web3 gaming, there are those people out there that can hack you. If you get a direct message and it says, go visit this website, don't visit that website, because that website is going to be the one that gets you hacked, and that can steal literally everything in your wallet. So it's very important to know that you want to make sure you have 2-factor authentication on your email, secured to your phone number, some sort of 2-factor authentication. That way you know if somebody does log into your email, you know about it firsthand, and you can take proactive measures before that even happens. So we just care about you guys and want you to have a great gaming experience through Big Time and with Guild Decacorn. So Boss Fam, which is a really big Discord that I'm in, that allows people to network together to be able to grow as an affiliate with Twitch, to where you can become monetized and have a second form of income. So this is in total 2 income streams that I'm offering you guys today absolutely free. It's just a matter of how much effort you want to put into it. Like I've got one friend that, he was wanting to play, and so we've got him signed up, got him ready to go, and it's just a matter of, just so you know, you have a background echo. Oh, okay. It's probably, well, I don't know how. Oh, okay. It's probably, oh, because it's streaming my audio from the freaking thing. Thank you, Jay. God bless you, dude. Now the audio echo is now gone. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. That's why you make the big bucks. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm so sorry because I know that's a pain in the foot to hear yourself 2 different times. It's bad enough to hear me 1 time, but 3 or 4 times is enough. All right, so you're gonna want to join the Decacorn Guild Discord. Once you get started in that Discord, you got to verify and all this other stuff, get your roles. And then you'll want to go to how to register. That's going to gain you access to a $330 pass, absolutely free. And the beautiful thing about it is that Discord will be there to help you if you have any troubles with the game. Now, this Discord, the Decacorn Guild, is worldwide. Okay. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of Filipinos in this Discord in particular. However, once we merge the people together and get everybody in there, you're going to have your own little 4-on teams that you want to play with. That's fine. But to be in Guild Decacorn is a very big experience for me. Already receiving the $330 pass for free, I mean, that's just amazing. You're back, and okay, so we got Boss Fat Boy Slim is back, Ace the Thief is back, we got a bagel. You got a bagel? Does it have cream cheese and grape jelly? Because you can tell I know all about eating some bagel. That's a great question. Did you join the Discord for the Guild Decacorn, and then did you visit this website? Because you have to go to the Decacorn Discord. So that's the one that says GD International. That's the one that you're going to want to go to for sure. And then from there, in the side chat rooms or whatever, the little channels, it's going to have how to register. And then you just follow those 3 steps. And then once you get those 3 steps completed, you're good to go. And then on Thursday, you'll gain access like I have here. The Ruby Pass holders can now join in on the action. So I can click this and play the game. But if I click on it, it's going to crash my computer because my computer is trash. Apparently, I got one of those discounted boxes or something that I don't know about, but somebody else did, and I'm a little pissed off about it. But it's okay. So, let's see. And then on my YouTube channel, it's showing me that it's Farming Simulator. So I mean, I've got some huge disconnects here. And now it's saying I'm live again. Okay. All right. Good deal. So yeah, if anybody's interested in getting this NFT pass, it will gain you access to be able to play the game. And then how the game works, it's kind of like it's an RPG slash, I mean, it's a lot of different, it reminds me of Dota. The world itself reminds me of Fortnite. I mean, even in the background, you can see the grass looks like Fortnite. Some of the building structures look like Fortnite. So the graphics of Fortnite are there, definitely. And if you know anything about Web3 gaming, this is something that's really nice to see because graphics are just not this good. And with Web3 gaming, like I can show you one project that I'm in, it's pretty hilarious how horrible the graphics are in this game. Okay, so Fat Boy, you've got Decacorn, and then you went to the How to Register channel and did all those steps, right? All right, so let's see. Awesome. So whenever you've done that, next Thursday, this coming Thursday on the 9th, you're going to have access to that game. And you'll be able to go log in and play. The only real advisements from there is going to be there's 10 levels that you have to complete in order to earn NFTs. And then once you get to level 10, you can start crafting your items like these sleeves and things. This is a whole legendary player right here. And I believe this is an epic one. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I have not played it long enough to really know. But it's really interesting to see this game and what it offers already in beta. So I'm very excited about this, and to be able to get our friends involved, that it's free. You know, I mean, who wouldn't want that? But it's only free because of Decacorn and that guild being so big. They're the largest guild in this game already. Yeah, I'm tore up excited about it. I would love to show you some gameplay. It's not. Let me go to YouTube. Like you're fighting with swords, and then you have like dual wield. Wow, that tractor completely burned up. Can that happen on Farming Simulator 22? If so, I've got to buy it. Ace the Thief, do you have Farming Simulator 22? So can it catch fire? Can semis catch fire?
Themselves near Watertown, where they will find Big Times Class Trainer Watertown, and where they will be able to acquire new pocket trainer Watertown, and where they will be able to acquire new pocket trainer Watertown, and where they will be able to acquire new pocket trainer Watertown, and where they will be able to acquire new pocket trainer Watertown, and where they will be able to acquire new pocket trainer Watertown. Welcome to Big Time 101. Today, we'll be giving you an introduction to the world of Big Time. When you first enter the game, you will be prompted to choose a starting class that will decide the skills and abilities available to you. There is no pressure to choose right the first time around, however, as all newcomers to Time's End will find themselves near Watertown, where they will find Big Times Class Trainers, and where they will be able to acquire new pocket watches. Once equipped, you can build mastery of your pocket watch's associated classes' abilities by defeating monsters and leveling up your pocket watch. Leveling up your pocket watch will also grant you points to spend on your various abilities and stats, but you will also most likely find gears, special pocket watch attachments, while playing. These gears offer the chance to unlock new abilities, augment existing ones, or buff your personal stats when socketed into a compatible pocket watch, giving you the power to tailor your newfound strength to your own playstyle. The primary method of leveling up will be to find time tears, temporary chronological disturbances found in Time's End. Enter the adventure instances they lead to, and fight the enemies found inside. Early on, however, players may fight the fauna and enemies around Time's End. Leveling up your pocket watch is the easiest way to increase your power, but it isn't the only one. You can also boost your effectiveness in battle by equipping items that can be bought from Vendroids or dropped by defeated enemies. These weapons and armor pieces can be equipped by double-clicking them from the inventory or by dragging them to their respective slots. Different pieces of equipment will need different stat levels to equip, and the higher the tier, the more stat points are required to use it. You can check your equipment's requirements in the inventory by hovering over it, or before picking it up by aiming your camera at it and pressing the left Alt button. If you aren't satisfied with your current gear, you can go fight in adventure instances for better equipment, or check the Vendroids again later. Their store items change periodically, and you never know when something they have might interest you. Every adventure starts somewhere, and no one starts out a hero. But begin your journey now. Never give up, and you're sure to make your name. Join us, and we'll see you in Time's End.
If you'd like to know how an affiliate marketer can go from only small, irregular payments like $102.
Welcome to Big Time 101. Today we'll help you find which of the game's available classes best fits you. Big Time's class system offers players 4 different classes to choose from: the hardy Time Warrior, the devastating Chronomancer, the wraith-like Shadow Blade, and the inspiring Quantum Fixer. These classes are tailored to support a different style of gameplay and are equipped with a unique set of skills to help them maximize their effectiveness. The Time Warrior's melee power encourages direct combat, both solo and in groups, and supports his team by using defensive abilities to draw attention from enemies or aid allies. While the Shadow Blade is most effective when in the middle of the enemy's backline, using their agility and stealth to sneak behind frontliners and strike where enemies are most vulnerable, with high damage abilities like Backstab. On the other hand, Chronomancers use an array of elemental abilities, such as the explosive Fireball to dominate the battlefield from afar, and Quantum Fixers, masters of support tactics, ensure their teammates are indomitable in the face of overwhelming numbers by healing and buffing them in a multitude of ways. Additionally, while Big Time's classes offer powerful abilities that can turn the tide of battle, the only limitation they place on players is the inability to use the other classes' skill trees. Classes do not limit weapon or armor options, and players can use any combination they please, giving you the freedom to fight the way you want to. Whether you want to be a battle mage who decimates the battlefield with an axe in one hand and magic flames in the other, or a dual-wielding berserker who shrugs off damage and uses his healing to lead the charge, the only limit is how many combinations you can learn to play. Each class offers its unique strengths and abilities to anyone willing to use them. But which road to power will you take? Choose your fate, and we'll see you in Time's End.
While you were watching videos on YouTube, today so far I've already made $10.7 thousand.
Brian, are you head of product management? That's correct?
Yes, head of product management here.
Okay. Head of product management,
Wow.
and Brian's working on all of these things, particularly the space and all the functionality and utility behind that on like a daily basis. Also here is Matt, the guild guy. Everybody knows Matt. Joining us for the first time is Doug, aka Falcon DW, who I happen to report to, and also runs the QA and customer service department, and he's awesome, and he's intricately woven into all of this too. So welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us here.
Hi there. Awesome.
All right, and then I think the best thing to do is that we're going to talk about clarify and discuss the information around the change from sockets to the new solution, and then we're going to open up the floor. We're probably not going to get too far into economy, as we're still actively working on sorting out the best, and that will come fairly shortly with more sessions like this. But you guys can do your best to ask questions. Whether or not we're going to be able to answer them, we'll let you know. We'll just be straight and let you know. So I'm going to open it up to Brian to actually go through and give you the rundown on the new solution, which we teased with that the teaser video out there just a bit ago. So Brian, take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Buck. So just to be clear, what we did in our game is we changed the way that we essentially talk about how things connect. And specifically, whereas before you would take a utility NFT like a Forge and Armory and stick it into your space, what we've decided to do is make a design change to make it so instead of doing that, now you attach a utility NFT room to your space. So think of it as, instead of taking this object called a Forge and plopping it down in the middle of your space, and suddenly you don't have a lot of room to put in all these other cool decorative NFTs that you find in the game, we decided to completely break apart that paradigm and make it so, no, actually your space has the ability that you can fill it with whatever you want, and instead you attach utility NFT rooms to it. Now, of course, once we did that, we had to rethink how we were doing sockets, and our solution is that we found that we can improve the user experience by converting all of these sockets into what we call exits. Now, of course, before it took like 3 sockets to connect or to plop a armory into your space. So now we just changed it and simplified it quite a bit. So now it's just all space has a fixed number of exits, depending on its size, and players can just connect their utility NFTs or other space to space via these exits. What that nets out to, though, is that in general, because it now only takes 1 exit to connect any utility NFT to your space, rather than having a variable number of sockets to plop your utility NFT into your space. And what that ultimately means is that you will have more the ability to attach more utility NFT rooms to your exits, or sorry, to your space than you previously did for pretty much every rarity type. A simple example is, I believe our small rare space had 3 or 4 sockets. So which meant that if you had a Forge that took 3 sockets, put in the Forge and you're kind of done. Under this new system, the small rare space will have 2 exits, which means you can put 2 utility NFT rooms and attach them to it. So it's literally a 100% increase in the number of utility NFTs you can attach to it. Or you can put a utility NFT onto it and then stick another space onto the other exit. Now you can expand your personal metaverse in that way. Yeah, and just, if that's, I'm happy to answer any other questions. I think, we really think that this change...
Uh-oh. Did we lose Brian?
Can you hear me?
I think he's back now.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yep.
Sorry, I think I cut out for a second, but I heard some beeping. I was like, I probably got a disconnection. But anyway, so we think this change really benefits players as a whole, because now they have a larger space to customize. Under the current model, let's say you wanted to deck out your exalted large space with, awesome furniture, really cool collectible items, and then you had to stick a Forge in the corner, and we were like, that doesn't really maybe some people like
this
that.
Is like a
we wanted
video
to
from
disassociate
September
this idea
of 2022
all
whenever
space
they had
having to
Q&A
socket in
about
utility NFTs to
the game and the
be
structure
most
of it,
effective.
and how it's
Instead,
gonna
we're
work
saying,
and how
hey,
people
if you
get
want
money,
to put in your
etc.
utility NFTs,
So
your
whenever you're
Forges and
playing
armories,
this game,
just attach them to your space.
you're-
But if you want to decorate your
you're
space with and make it this
minting
awesome
NFTs
throne
within
room,
the game
or make it this
itself
awesome
as you're
headquarters, then do that.
So say if
And
you get
I'm
a
happy
kill
to answer any
and
questions
it pops up
about this,
NFT
these changes.
collected or whatever,
Hey, Brian.
and then you'll go
Hey,
in
Brian,
and see what it is,
It's Matt, the guild guy
and
here.
you can go to the
So, do you have
marketplace
an
and
example
sell it
of
for $1,000.
how you can connect
Just really
a
depends on what you
utility
win.
NFT, like
Of
a
course,
Forge to a
you can't
to a
get like a
space.
$20
Let's say
item and then go
I've
sell
got
it for
an epic
$1,000.
space,
Don't
what
make
can
any
I
sense.
connect to it?
Unless it's in
Yeah,
high
great
demand,
question.
you never
So,
know. But
essentially, if you have a
my,
space, you can connect a
my
number of
take on
utility
this
NFTs.
is it's going to be more of a don't know. Like, I think if you were to play, and you land a big expensive item, that you would want to keep that simply because you're going to be able to make more money in the long run with that item in the future. Whenever the token launches in 3 to 5 months, you're going to be able to make a lot more token in game and be able to cash out more as your lucrative income. Now, if you're like back to the graphics thing, like if you look at this game, this looks horrible. And I don't mean to slay any project, but it literally looks like something out of a McDonald's toy box, and it's just horrible. The graphics are way too discounted to really call this a game. I mean, I can click on some things and show you how this one works, but this is not what we're here for. I don't play this one at all. There's just so many things going on in Web3 right now that this is a joke compared to other games, such as this one.
It's equal to the number of exits.
It's really
which basically
sad.
means that, for example, if an epic space, let me back up and say, right now exits are completely determined not by rarity but by size.
This game
so
right here
if
is
you have a
called
small space
Sunflower Land.
across all rarity types, you always
and then
have
the
two
one that we're
bases.
here today
you can always
about is called
attach
Big Time.
two utility NFTs.
And that's the one where you're going to see.
If you have
are
a
they
medium
just
space,
talking for
you
an
will
hour
always
and a
have
half?
3 exits, so you can always attach 3 utility
Okay,
NFTs. And if you have
that's
a large
not a good
space,
video for us to
you'll always
watch.
have 5 exits. And we're still working on the large space, the exact.
Beginner's Guide. Here we go.
Come here, check this out. Check this out, check this out. This right here, this cannot be faked, right? And that actually represents.
Because I want you guys to see.
Hey,
the
what's up,
actual
YouTube?
Game,
My
know,
name
and
is
how it
NFTJ, aka Dolly Daddy, and I'm an NFT artist, a metaverse builder, and a play-to-earn gamer and content creator. I do play-to-earn gaming and metaverse building live streams on Twitch every weekday around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I also often
Now,
give
this
away
is-
crypto
this is
and
a,
NFTs on Twitch
this
and
is all
Twitter
about
and in
the
my Discord.
giveaway
So
of
if you'd
the
like to
Ruby
catch a live
Pass
stream,
with
follow
Guild
me on Twitter
Decacorn
or join my Discord.
and
All
how
3
it's
links
all
are in
gonna
the
work to make
description
you a lot
down
of money.
below. So far,
That's a really good
only
question.
gold
And I
and
love that
silver
game, too. I'll
pass
play that one every day.
early access
And
pass holders
especially
have been
since
able
it's
to play
available
big
on
time,
mobile, I
which
can
I believe
literally
is
just
only
sit here
around
and
3,000 or
bet
4,000
on the phone
people.
screen,
But
you know,
access is
and still
about
get
to open
everything
to
done.
Jade
Like right
and then
now,
Ruby Pass
before I
holders,
started my
which, if
stream,
I remember right from
I
the
got my
AMA, is
sunflowers
about to
out,
expand the early
and then
access
I,
player base to around 30,000-ish
I
people.
put down more sunflowers because
So
I
with
knew I
all
was
these
gonna be busy
news
for the
about
rest
to
of the
flood
day.
in, I figured
So
I'd share
I went ahead
10
and got
tips
that to be
that I wish
passive
I knew when I first
while I
started
was
playing
fooling with
several
this.
weeks ago.
So, but
But
that's a really
before I
good
share
question.
my 10 tips, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on what to do when you first start playing, because the new player onboarding experience is pretty lackluster and just kind of drops you into the world like this. My guess is there will probably
See, I don't know
be
why
more of a
my
new player
computer won't
tutorial
let
when
me
the
do
game
this.
fully launches, but for now, you're out. Now there are so this is basically where around where it'll load you in at, right here on this beach.
But like the world
There are
itself
a
looks
few
like
NPC
Fortnite.
bots scattered.
Oh, really?
Bada boom. So yeah, you see
And
these
see,
few
that's
NPC
a
bots
crypto-based
scattered
game.
around the starting
the
area.
graphics are
That if you go and
completely
talk
like
to them, will
Fortnite.
give you
It's kinda
some
creepy.
getting started advice for new players. But there really is
especially
nothing
the trees
indicating
and the grass.
this if you
Like the
don't just decide to go
texture
talk to them.
and the
Like there's
buildings up
nothing
here
really
look
leading you
like
to
it
them.
too.
But yeah, so if you come talk
In
to these
certain
bots, they'll
little
give you a little bit of advice, some new player starting advice.
Why does he keep pulling that
Rundown
up?
of all.
See all that? Oh, he's trying to
You
set
know what I
up
mean?
his
The
controls.
highest level zone, at least in early access, is to buy and sell from these
So he's going
NPC
to do a
vendors.
mission. Like there's all these different people standing around.
This is also
like,
where
there's a
people
monster he
tend to
could kill right there,
congregate
but he didn't.
who are looking for a group.
A wild guest
So there are some vendors here
you want to kill
that
those
will
because
hook you up
could
with some
loot an
basic
NFT
starter gear.
right there off the bat.
Got starter gear vendor, and I think if you come up here, this one, another starter gear vendor, so you can look at these to get some starting gear for whichever
Nice,
class
Jay.
pocket watch
Now
you're
tomorrow
using.
you'll get to withdraw your cash,
Come here to
your
this pack.
Matic out of
I
your
think
bank,
there's a couple more
and put it in your
vendors that have
MetaMask
either starting
wallet.
gear or starting pocket
And see,
watches.
once you do that for like
Pretty sure this one gives you
a couple
starting
of
pocket
months, you'll
watches.
have 20,
You should
30
have a starting
bucks in your
pocket watch
wallet.
already,
You can
but
cash
just in
it out,
case,
put it in
you
your
can
wallet.
talk to these trainers.
And hell, by
that will
then
give you
you'll probably have 30 or 40 bucks at least, because that price of Matic is going to increase.
starting stuff.
So it'll be like $7
There you go.
for
So yeah,
one
come
thing
talk to
of
these
Matic
guys,
within
get some
another year or
gear,
two.
get some pocket watches.
It's not financial
And then this
advice,
little
just letting
obelisk
you know
right
that it
here
will go up eventually to phenomenal
is where you can
amounts that
respec
we
at
can't
any
get in
time
anymore.
for a little bit of gold, making it very easy to try out different builds so you can min-max or just find a play style you enjoy. As you're playing, you're going to be picking up these different pocket watches that you can equip here, or these pocket watch gears, excuse me, that you can equip here in your pocket watch. So the higher tier and level pocket watch, the better stats it has, and also the more gears you can equip, and these gears expand your skill tree, allowing you to try out a bunch of different types of builds. So you definitely want to be saving these gears because they come with abilities
Yeah,
that
you
expand
make
the
me go
skill tree
check
to
my
let you
business
get
form.
different spells and abilities to let you try a variety of different types of builds that you can make. Really, there's
Yeah, the
even
guild
ways
that
you
you're
can do kind of like
joining
cross
through
class
us
builds where
today
you can
at
have kind of a
Decacorn
tanky
Guild, that's the
healer type
largest
deal,
guild
that kind of
within
thing.
this game.
So yeah, there's a lot of variety in different
So
builds.
you'll be able to
in
find a
different gear.
party
And
just simply go into
here's where you
the
come to
LF
respec.
party
If you want to
looking
try
for
out a
party,
different build, you can
and you'll
respec your
find
stat
people to
points
play with.
and your
And there's
skills.
always somebody on to play with.
One thing, really quick though, I think if you have, so like say
These
this
people are
this
grinders,
gear has
like
firewall. So like
hardcore.
here to,
This is how they make their income.
and
So
here's my firewall. Now I wouldn't
it's
have
really a
firewall.
nice
You have a basic
thing
skill
to
tree.
be able to go in and play a game.
Some of these are in,
and have
but it's really
people
small, and as
literally
you
like a
get gears, it
dedicated
expands the skill
server
tree.
of
So this
players
firewall wouldn't be
that
here if I didn't have that gear
can become
equipped,
your
and I have it
friends
maxed out.
for a lifetime. So it's pretty cool.
Now, if I were to delete that pocket watch and equip a new one before respecing, these 3 skill points that are stuck
I'll
in
need
here
to do a stream
would be
about
stuck in
the,
it forever. I'm
the
pretty sure
veggies
that's
farm,
something
but
that's
I
going to
can't give
get
away
fixed
anything.
because I think that's
That's
not
the only
how it's
bad
supposed to
part.
work. But
I'd
if you're
love
going
to
to
do a
be,
giveaway
if
on
you
it.
have skills
And
or
who knows,
abilities
maybe
with
they'll
points in
hook me
them
up
that
with
you
a-
got
with a
from
free
a
land
pocket
plot or
watch
something
gear,
I can give
make sure you
away.
respec before you replace that gear. Otherwise, you can lose those skill points forever. So say if you have 30 skill points available, 3 of them are tied up in a gear, you delete that gear, you lose those 3 skill points. Instead of 30, even though you're level 30, you only have 27 now, and at that point, you might as well just get a whole new pocket watch and start leveling over again. Hopefully, it's something they fix soon, but something to be wary of. If you're going to replace a gear in your pocket watch that has stat points in it, make sure you respec first. That way, you keep those stat points. All right. So once you've got your starter gear
By the
equipped,
time you
it
go
is time to
cash out, I
dive
think
into
it's
some
Sunday at 6
instances.
o'clock your time is whenever the cash out is available.
Come back down
So
here.
at like 6:01,
Watertown. You'll find portals to the low-level starter dungeons on the beach here by Watertown. So if you just come back down to this beach down here,
withdraw there,
see if
and
maybe we can
you
see
can
one.
withdraw it to your MetaMask. But
There's
I
one
would
right there.
strongly suggest not that it's ever
So
happened.
come down
because
here and
I've
you're gonna look
always
for these
gotten my
portals.
money from them.
These will let you into
But
dungeon
just so
instances.
you know that
and these ones
how
on the beach
much
can be
you
really low
got,
level, level 1 to
just
7,
go to
1 to
your
5,
MetaMask
1 to 6, 1 to 9, that
before
kind of thing.
and look and
So
see
you're gonna
how
want
much
to start here
magic
for your
you
first
have,
few levels, and once
because
you
it
get up
doesn't really show
to level
a,
3 to 5ish,
um,
you can start moving up
like a
here
balance
to
had
the
transferred
forest where we
over to
just
your
were,
wallet. It
past
doesn't
Watertown
show.
and No Man's Land.
It might show somewhere, but it just doesn't show easily enough for me to be able to see, oh yeah, I got my Matic from them.
Yeah, once you get to like level 3 to 5, I would
so
start
that's
moving up
always
here,
something
start
to
looking
keep
for
in mind.
portals up here in this forest. You go to the left of this forest, and you'll get to No Man's Land. To the right is how you start getting towards the wastelands and icy wastes.
And you've got one Matic in your
So once you
wallet,
get into your teen levels and your
1.00
early
whatever,
20s, it's time to move to
and
the
then you get
wastelands from here in the
3.385
forest.
from them,
And then
go back and
once
look
you
at your
get
wallet
into
again,
your
it says
mid to late
1.385
20s to
there,
early
you got your
30s, it's
Matic.
time to move to the icy
And then just make
wastes.
sure you have 2,000 gold coins to be able to cash
I
out
suggest
that Matic
you
from that
spend some time exploring the map so you know how to get to the different zones. Like I said, No Man's Land and the forest are right here, kind of this way, and then icy wastes and the wastelands are off this way. But yeah, so get to know the different zones since there's not an in-game map yet. But don't fret if you're in Watertown.
Emotional damage!
Don't know how to get there yet. Usually someone from the party will summon you once they find a dungeon portal. So you got, it's not, you might not have to know your way around too well, but it's good to know your way around, because one of the times is going to be a day where someone asks you to be the guy to run to the wasteland. You don't want to be like level 30, like, I don't know how to get there. You know what I mean? So figure it out. It is a bit of a trek to the wastelands and Icy from Watertown. So if you're making the run, I suggest you stock up on speed potions. And by the way, there are some shortcuts to get there, so maybe I'll make a video on that soon. Like, for example, the wasteland is in a giant crater, and you gotta do this really long run.
Oh, yeah?
Long way to get there, but there's actually kind of a little shortcut where you can climb over the side of the crater that you're not really supposed to, but you can if you know exactly where to go up, and you can get there a lot quicker, that kind of thing. So figuring out those shortcuts definitely be helpful, saving you on some time. But like I said, speed potions are your friend. Get them.
What does he do? Why
zoom,
does he
zoom
keep
everywhere
pulling
fast
this
as fuck,
up?
boy. Yeah. All right. 10 Pure Pocket Watch.
see your
That's also Chronomancer Pocket Watch. This is a Quantum Fixer Pocket Watch. Here is how you change your class.
So,
There are
whenever
4
you're
classes available
you
in
definitely
early
need
access.
to make sure that you
Chronomancer,
start with the
Shadowblade,
Chronomancer,
Time Warrior, and
because
Quantum
there have
Fixer.
been some
Your
hackers
range is, yes, your
that
Chronomancer,
have
melee
led
DPS, your
people
Shadowblade, a tank, your Time Warrior,
to
and a healer
get
support, which is
this
your Quantum
animal right
Fixer.
here.
You
This
start with
character,
a
the Chronomancer is the one that's going to get you
common
through the thing
tier
easily
0
enough
pocket
without
watch.
struggle.
This is an uncommon tier 4 pocket watch I have equipped right
and
now.
I still struggle. So
and it is trash.
I'm new to
So you want to
this kinda
replace that
game,
pocket
but I'm
watch
kinda old
as
school.
soon as possible,
So
regardless of what
I
class
hope
you
you
want to
guys
play.
do well with it.
I'm going to be
Now,
doing
as
a
a
live stream on
team,
Twitch
when you
tomorrow
have
all day,
4 people
which is the
in
first
like
day
a squad,
Jade players get access to the game,
and you're in
and I'm just going to
adventure
hang out here in
mode,
Watertown and
you're
give away a
relying
bunch of
on
these
each person
high-level,
to know their
high-tier
role
pocket
of their
watches
character. So there's a healer,
to new players.
there's an archer, there's a tank.
So if I were
and
you
then
and you're
there's
watching
the
this
fighter.
video, but you missed out on this
So
live
with all
stream
4 of
and you're a
those
new
in
player,
sync together,
I would legit just go to
it's
Watertown
a really beautiful
and
thing to
stand
see
around
a good team go at it
and
with
start
some of
asking
these
if anyone can hook
monsters
you
that
up
are
with a
like
pocket
really
watch above tier
high-powered
0. The
evil
less time you
creatures.
spend leveling that common tier
It's
0
pretty cool.
watch, the better, because you're going to want to replace it with a higher tier, and when you replace it, you're going to have to start leveling all
you guys
over
are having a
again.
good day.
Basically, you want to keep replacing your
It is
pocket watch
Saturday,
until you get a
and
good
I'm excited.
high rarity tier 6
I know
pocket
it's late
watch
in the
with good
Philippines,
stats.
so a lot of my people could be
So
on from the
you'll likely
Philippines, and
be
that's
starting the leveling process
that's
over
expected.
several times,
Kaiser
but it
was
gets
supposed to
faster
be
and
here.
easier.
He's the international leader for Guild Decacorn.
It gets
And
faster
then
and easier each
Hans,
time
they were
with a better
supposed to be
pocket
here
watch
as
because your
well.
character is more OP.
They were at the
So that
ones
leads me on to my next
actually got me
tip.
involved
Focus
with
on one
Guild
class
Decacorn,
first. Because of this pocket watch
and-
system, my
and
next
brought
tip
me
is to
into Big
focus on
Time
one
Gaming.
class first.
And I
Get
love
one
this
class
game, like,
to a
it's
high
really
rarity
cool.
T6 pocket watch.
It's kinda
That
good
way you
how
can,
they do it, but it's
and
kinda
then get
bad.
that, you got
Like,
leveled
the
up to
good
like
part
30 to
about
40,
it
so you
is
can start doing the high level
it
dungeons
builds
that
up
drop
so
to
much
T6 pocket
anticipation
watches.
to be able to play the game.
That way you can
that by
farm
the
for
time
high
you get
rarity
the
T6
pass
pocket
on
watches and
Thursday,
high level dungeons of
you're-
other
you're-
classes,
you're
and that way you only have to go through
overjoyed
the process
to
of
get the
continually
pass, and it's free.
replacing and re-leveling pocket watches one time. And when you start leveling alt classes, you can just start with a good high rarity T6 pocket watch.
Yeah, it'll
and
be
tweak
6
it out with some
p.m.
good gear.
your time, Jay.
So really just pick your
that
main
you
class.
should be able to
I
do a
honestly
withdrawal.
about ready to
601.
replace this one. I had this T4, but I recently got some rare T5s, T6s. Kind of,
If anybody
I
is
already
not
put so much
signed
time
up
in this
for
one because I
their
didn't know
free
better.
pass,
I almost wanted to just wait till I have a
it's
really
a
good T6 to start over, but
$330
yeah,
pass
it is what it
that
is.
Guild Decacorn
So yeah,
is
you
issuing
don't want to pick a
from
main
Big
class.
Time
You don't want to get
GG
up to a nice,
in
good
order to
rarity
get new
T6 pocket
players,
watch with good stats.
they've got a
And
huge
then
player
once you
base
have that
already.
class high level with a
But
good pocket watch, then you
giving
can
away
farm
an
for good
NFT
pocket
pass
watches,
of
and then
this
all your other
value,
classes you can start right off the
it's
bat
gonna
with like a
stop.
high
Like,
rarity
it's gonna
T6
stop
watch.
very soon.
Twink them out with some good
But
gear.
I'm just
Boom,
glad
bada
that I'm in
bang.
a position
Your
to be
leveling
able to do it
experiences are
now.
going to be much smoother than the first time
Hold on
around.
a second, 'cause I can't.
Because, like I said, you can solo in the game, but soloing with a tier 0 pocket watch is rough. Soloing is rough no matter what, but soloing with the tier 0 is not the business. I don't recommend it. So my third tip is higher tier is greater than higher rarity. As a general rule, higher tier is greater than higher rarity. So if you have a rare or like a legendary or a mythic T3 watch or a piece of gear, usually a T4 to 6 is going to be an upgrade, even if it's just like a common or an uncommon. Obviously, you're going to want to pay
being
attention to
able
the
to
stats
mint
also and
items,
prioritize
and,
gear
like, as you get a kill,
that buffs
you're able to
your main
mint an
stat. So, like,
NFT,
say, a
it just drops
Chronomancer is
you
going to
one
want
right
gear
there.
with good intelligence
Now
stat
this is gonna
bonuses
take
because
place
that is
until
their
the
primary
token
stat.
launches
But just
for
as a
the
general
actual game
rule,
itself.
T
Then at
or
that
higher
point, they'll have
tier
their own
better than
economy, and the
higher
tokenomics
rarity.
are
You
gonna
got
be
your
amazing,
rare
I promise you.
T3,
They have a
but
video
common
about it.
T6.
It's
The
like an
T6
hour
is
long.
usually going to be better. though
Or
it's
no,
a common and
like
a
16
T3
minutes
rare.
long on how the economy is going to work in the game.
So my fourth tip
and you're
is
going to
equip
need
a shield.
shards and different
You can
things
wear
of that
gear
nature
from
to
any
create
class
these
in the
different
game,
items over
but
here on
gear
the right.
usually requires stats
like
to be
on
a
his
certain
outfit
level.
itself, you have to reach
Sometimes
a certain level
early,
before you
especially in
can
the
use
early
any of those
levels,
items.
gear for another class might be
and-
better
and
than
the
what you got.
tutorial
So don't be
is-
scared to
is
slap it
level
on.
10.
As you get into
So
the
once
higher
you
levels,
reach level
typically the
10,
gear
you've
for your own
completed the
class is often
tutorial,
going to be
and
better,
you're
and you
able
might
to
not
wear
have the
these
required
nice
stats to equip a lot of the
extravagant
other class gear.
And they do level
But
up as it goes.
something that I think every player should have equipped, regardless of class, is a shield. Like I have a shield
if you
equipped
have
here.
6 billion of anything in your MetaMask, you're a rich man.
You have 2 weapon slots, so you
but
can.
that would be
So I have
amazing,
this weapon slot, second weapon slot.
You're listening to
So you have 2 weapon
103.3
slots that you can
WKDF
rotate- that you can
Nashville.
rotate from, and if your primary weapon of
What do
choice
you think,
isn't
Twitch? What do you
one-handed
think?
with a shield, then I highly recommend equipping a shield that you can switch to in your second weapon slot. If your
That's an
primary
actual
weapon is
radio
like a
station
sword
here
and
in
shield or
Nashville,
hammer and
yes.
shield, then you're already good. You already have a shield. But if it's not, if you're like me, and your primary weapon is a 2-handed staff, and your second weapon slot, even if it's just a shield and not a one-hand weapon to go
thank
with
you,
it,
sir.
I
You're
highly
quite amazing yourself.
what I did. I highly recommend equipping a
All right, so if
shield
anybody
so that
wants
you
to
can
join
switch to
and
it.
get this NFT pass
Even if
that's
you
valued at
are a ranged
$330.
caster.
Your first step
So I
is to
promise
go
there'll be
to
no
the
shortage of
Decacorn
times you
Discord, the first
accidentally
link
get
there.
stuck in a pile of mobs.
You're gonna wanna go
And if you're a
to how
squishy
to
caster, you
register
can usually
within that
switch to your
Discord
shield
in
and
that
block
channel.
incoming damage long
It's
enough
gonna tell you
to
the
use
three-step
a
process
mobility
to
spell
get
like
signed
Blink
up. It's very
and
simple, very
disappear
easy
out of there,
process.
or a slow spell like
If
Time
I
Bubble
can
and
do
freeze
it,
everybody or slow
anybody
them down
can do it.
to escape before getting one-shotted
and
by a
then
bunch
from
of
there,
mobs.
I've just put other
Or maybe even if
Discords
your
that
spells are
might
on
help you
cooldown, or if
along
you're out
the
of
way.
mana,
If
or
you're
you don't have the
looking to be a
spells you
Twitch
need,
streamer,
which you
we've
should
got
have those
Boss
mobility
Fam at
spells
the
if you're a ranged
bottom
caster.
there. The next one is
Then
Big
it
Time GG,
can
the
just buy
game
you a
that
few
you're gonna be
seconds
playing
of time so
and
your
making
party
this
mates
money
can
with.
nuke or aggro the
It's
mobs
gonna
off
be
of you.
there. And then my
To be honest,
Discord
as a
as
ranged
well, if
caster,
you'd
this
like
is
to
literally
join
the
that
only
if
thing
you're
I even use my
already in it.
secondary weapon slot
So
for,
feel free to
because
join. But it's
equipping
all free.
a shield in the
So
second
you
weapon
know
slot
that.
is really, or equipping another weapon in your second weapon slot is really only more useful for melee classes. As a ranged caster, you're really just going to use your staff because the other weapons are more melee based and you're squishy, so you don't want to be running up there slapping people with a sword. But it's a good idea to have the shield that way. Like I said, you can switch it really quick. Block incoming damage, gives you time
Got a
to
birthday
blink
party
or
that we're
time
planning
bubble or
later,
whatever
so
mobility
I'm
spell or
kinda
slow spell
busy
you
in
got. Get out of a
preparation
sticky
for that.
situation, or even just buy a few seconds so your team can help you get out of a sticky situation. Very helpful to have a shield equipped, and to do that, you see I just have my staff here. Oh, here,
See, I don't have all my stuff at the bottom yet. I don't have all those.
To join a group. So I got my
found
ranged
one
staff
of
here
them, if
shooting
you hit
fireballs, but
one
if I press
on the
F,
Chronomancer, it puts him down on
then
his
press
knee.
T to block, and I can sit
and
here
it
and
bows
block a
him
bunch of
down,
mobs,
and then he heals himself
really quickly,
completely.
boom, blink out there and get away
in the
before
red
they
and the blue.
tag me
Now,
and
he's
stun
got,
me
like,
or one-shot me.
a lot of red
So yeah, having a
bars.
shield
I
that you
don't
can
have red
quickly
bars.
switch back
How
and
old is
forth
this
from,
video?
even as a ranged caster, is a really good idea.
Let's give this guy a subscribe.
All right, so my next
I'm
tip
literally using his content
is
streaming.
to group up. Group up. You can play big time
And I
solo
wanna
if you
support
really want
anybody
to,
in
but
that
you are
community
going
period.
to
It's a
progress
really good
much
game.
slower than
It's
people
got
who
some
play
good
in
people
groups.
there, too.
The game allows solo play, but it isn't designed for it, and it does not reward it. You will be penalized in both your NFT drop rate and your XP gained by playing solo. Like I said, most people looking for a group just stand around in Watertown with their LFG
Definitely
on.
give a shout out to
So
Boss Fam.
come back here. If you press
Boss
P,
Hoggy.
this is the looking for group right here. You can
I
toggle
did
on
wanna
and
give
off.
you a shout out right quick.
So yeah, you can press P to check if your LFG is toggled on and to see other players who are looking for a party. Right now, it looks like there's Slim Pickens. There's no one here, but there was a chart here.
love it how you
Click and
show
invite
me
them,
those
so you can see other players that are looking
Twitch,
for a
you know
party
what
that you can
someone's gonna
invite.
do one day,
There's
be
no
careful,
auto queue
son.
party finder. You gotta get groups together the old-fashioned MMO way, at least for now.
The
Maybe
bigger
there'll be a
the
party
better.
finder in the future, but you gotta do it the normal way. You gotta come to the Watertown, turn this on. Hope someone sends you a group invite. If they do, you can come over here and click accept. If you're not getting any group invites, you want to start forming your own. People that are looking for a group will appear here on the left side and with an invite button next to them that you'd be able to click. Looks like it's slim pickings right now.
Deal too.
But yeah, that's what we got. That is how you find a group. But my number 6 tip is find good players to group with. This game is in early access. No one has been able to play it for more than a handful of weeks. Everybody is new to the game, and everybody does not learn at the same pace. Everybody does not take the time to watch YouTube videos. So if you're just relying on finding random groups in Watertown, you are gambling on the quality of the group you might get stuck with. And finding a group is usually pretty quick and easy. See, I just got a group invite within a matter of minutes of being on. But finding a decent group that knows what they're doing is a little more hit and miss. So join the Big Time Discord server. Go to the guild channel. Join a bunch of Big Time guild Discords. Even if you don't apply to become a member, just join them all. They often have groups running with people in a voice chat together. Or pop open Twitch and see who's streaming Big Time and ask in the streamer chat if they got room in a group.
Sitting there in the car,
or join their Discord server. Streamers usually have their own Discord server where they have people that like to watch your stream and play the same games hang out. Get involved in the community and make some friends. Getting a group together in a Discord voice chat where everyone can communicate is going to deliver a better experience and faster progression than just grouping with random people in the game all the time, and half the time it's people don't know what they're doing. You'd be surprised how many people make it to like level 20, 30, 40 that still play like a total noob. It's a lot. Finding a good group is challenging, and you think it would get easier once you get into the higher levels. It does not, at least not this early access in the game. Hopefully that dynamic will change as more people get more experienced and more educated on the game. But for now, really, at any level, there's a lot of idiots. So find smart people, be their friend, play with them. Tip number 7 is check vendors often. So you can oftentimes find gear upgrades faster just checking the NPC vendors in town regularly than trying to loot gear upgrades out of dungeon runs. At least this is not for cosmetic gear entities, but for like, stat gear to actually buff your character. So yeah, just check, because other players that are selling stuff to vendors, other players that are selling stuff to vendors, you'll see their loot in the NPC vendor temporarily. So if like a higher level comes to town, just did a high level dungeon, dumps a bunch of T6 stuff because it's not their class into the vendor, you can go swoop that up. That's why it's also really good to check like the Icy Waste Outpost vendors, because those NPCs are right by the zone.
Why does he keep putting on his Windows thing?
Stuff
I
up
do not want to see his
bunch of
window.
town. This one, come back to inventory.
Okay.
All the stuff that was right here is still here, but since it doesn't have any bags on them, there's nothing down here. Now, if you had bags on them, we have extended inventory, but what's in the bags would be tied to this pocket watch. But this main inventory, what's a good idea is any extra pocket watches you have in your inventory, put bags on them. So if you're running through a dungeon, you see a bag, switch to another pocket watch, pick it up with that pocket watch really quick. That way that pocket watch has bags on it. And then when this main inventory fills up, you can switch between pocket watches and use those inventory bags on other pocket watches to extend your inventory, because your inventory is very limited at first. The bags you'll find early game are probably only going to have like 3 or 4 slots on them. So you can, especially later in the game, it's not quite as big of a deal because you got these bigger bag spaces. But early game, your bags only have a few slots. Your main inventory is pretty small, and so if you just start putting bags on every pocket watch you find, and you can switch between pocket watches to extend your inventory and kind of hack that limited inventory space you're stuck with early game.
Like one sword I was using, I thought was better because it was a newer one.
That's basically it. Use pocket watches to expand your inventory space.
And it turns out
bags on each pocket watch you find, and then you can use those pocket watches with bags on them for extra inventory
and get more
switch out between pocket watches.
So it was because I had a whole group that I was fighting.
So I'm using this pocket watch for something I want to move to my other inventory. I would just move it up to this main inventory out of my bag, switch to that pocket watch, and then move it into the bag on that pocket watch, and then switch back, and then boom. I just got
I wish somebody was playing it right now, because like it would be able to show you
early game
the graphics on
So
this.
that's another reason why you
this
want
one
to save
thing,
those
like
pocket watches.
Final
You find
Fantasy,
early game, you know, if they're
how the
low
world
tier and you're
builds
never going to
itself
use
in
them,
front of you
just
as
save
you're
those pocket
walking?
watches to hack the
That's
inventory
what this
system and
one
have
world
extra
does.
inventory
That you're
space.
going to the timekeeper or something like that.
And that leads me to
and you've
my
gotta
next
find
tip.
your way
Leave your
to them,
lowest
and it's
tier
like
bag
1,000
empty. Like I said,
meters
early
away.
game, the bags you pick
So
up are
as
going to
you're
have like
running
3 or 4
through this
spots.
course,
And you only have 2 of them.
the
So
walls
what you're
just
going to want to
like
do is you're going to want to
everything
leave one of
disappears,
these
and you're
bags
just in a
empty.
space continuum.
And the reason for that is
and
you're going to want to find a better bag soon. And in order to pick up that better
I'm
bag that you
using
find,
the,
you're going to have to drop one of these
the
bags.
Samsung microphone that I've got.
You can't just pick it up, so I'm gonna
Good
have to.
question.
So say this bag only had 4 slots, and
That's
I
a
find a higher tier bag that
$200
has like
microphone.
6 slots. In
And
order
bro,
to pick that
they
bag up,
stopped
I gotta
making
drop this one
They stopped making
and then
those.
pick that next
and
one
I
up.
can't get
But this
a
one is
mic
full of
arm
stuff, then I'm
to
also
hold it
dropping
up
a bunch of
because it's
stuff,
so heavy.
which is really, really annoying. There's
Razer
nothing more
Siren.
frustrating than having a bag full of stuff you want to keep
That
and a
sounds
better
like a
bag
good-
with one
now,
floor
Razer's
space
a
you want to
good
pick
brand.
up. So in the early game, at least, I recommend
Samsung
leaving
is
your
for, like,
lowest tier
studio
bag
quality
completely empty so
for,
that you can
like,
drop it and quickly
recording
replace it with a
studios
better
for
bag without having
artists,
to
like
also drop
singing and
and pick up a
songwriting,
bunch
things
of
like
stuff
that.
that
They
you were
use
carrying.
these.
Because
Hey,
in a fast-paced dungeon run where mobs
need
are either
Walmart
trying to kill
headphones.
you
You
or party
dangerous with
mates
headphones.
are waiting for you to catch up, this
You
is a
and,
pain to deal with.
Demi
You just want to be
both.
able to drop your bag
Y'all
and pick
went
up your
through some
upgraded bag
headphones.
quickly. Once you got like T5, T6 bags,
I've still
by all
got the
means,
same
fill them suckers
Astro
up. But
A40
early
headset
game,
with a
leave one
mix
empty
amp. Like,
so
I've
that you
still
can
got the
replace it with a
same
better
headset,
one
bro.
because you will likely find a better
I've
one
never had to
pretty
buy
quickly.
another one.
And my last tip is when in doubt,
I baby my stuff
relog.
though. I mean, I
So for my
really
final
try
tip,
to take care
when
of
in
it as
doubt,
long as I can. 'cause
relog.
shit's
What do I mean by that?
expensive.
The game is still in
Don't
early
call me
access,
out,
so as
bro. What's your
expected, it
number?
is
What is your
still,
number?
or it still has quite a few bugs to deal with.
Oh,
Luckily,
okay.
most
So
of them
now that
aren't
you're more
game
mature,
breaking and can easily
take
be
care of
fixed
your
or
things
worked
now, huh?
around. One thing that seems
Is
to
it because
fit
you had to
a
start buying
large
them?
handful of these bugs is just simply logging out and back in. Can't see your NFTs in your cosmetics tab.
Yeah, the
when your
headset
NFTs show
is a
up.
damper.
Relog. Can't see your friends in your group anymore.
I've gotten away
Relog.
from it for
Did
about 2
your-
years now. It's
Can't
been
see the
pretty
party
nice,
chat.
but I miss
Right
my
here where
crew.
you
I
talk to
miss
people.
playing with you guys. I really
Going
do.
to zone global and damage. But if you're in a party, also have party
So
chat.
that's
Sometimes
something
those
you can't
disappear.
take
You can't see what
away.
people are saying. Relog. Did your group
Yeah,
all
you
enter
don't
the
wanna
same
waste your
portal, but
money.
somehow you ended up in another
Hey,
instance
Dad.
by yourself instead of with the rest of the group? Relog. The classic troubleshooting 101, turn it off and back on again trick will solve a lot of the bugs you encounter while playing early access. And bada bang. So yeah, there's my 10 tips
I'm
for
glad
you.
he needed that because all he does is
And
work. I mean, y'all,
all right,
y'all
so
gotta
that
have some way
wraps
to
up
vent
my quick
something
beginner's
to
guide
put your time
for
towards
new
something
players.
else.
I'll probably put out some more
Hey,
extensive
that is
guides.
something I can show you guys.
Once
Is whenever
the game has its
whenever you
full
loot
global
an
launch.
NFT
This early access
in the
version of the
game,
game
you're
is
going to
really
want to know
just
what it
a
looks like,
demo
right?
of the basic game loop,
So we're
and
going
only
to go
includes
to
a fraction
loot
of the game's
flexing,
content and systems. So I didn't want to put a ton of
let's
time and effort
find-
into making a guide
Yeah,
that
he is.
will likely become dated pretty quickly. So like I said, I
is a
just
hard
logged in the
worker.
game, typed out a
Okay,
quick script,
so
or typed out a
zoom this
quick
out.
script, started recording.
Okay, so
Not gonna do
whenever
any
you
editing on
loot an
this, it's just gonna be
NFT,
rough
you're
guy
gonna
and me
see
babbling.
this.
But like I
It's
said,
gonna
once
say
the full
NFT
global launch
artifact
happens,
looted.
I'll likely
So
put out a
that means that you
a
just
better,
earned
more
free
extensive
money
guide
in the game.
I just wanted to get something out
That's
quickly
something
for
that you can
early
take
access
into the
players to try to help some of you
marketplace
guys
and
out.
sell it.
But yeah,
If
so
it's something
wanted to keep
that's
this
worth
guide,
$1,000,
simple,
sell
low
it for
effort,
$1,000
because it'll become dated pretty
If it's
quickly.
something worth
But I will
200,
be making more
300,
extensive
sell it
updated,
for
more
whatever it's
extensive
worth.
updated guides, beginner
but
guides in the near
that's
future.
really something
So
good
if you
to know.
like content like this,
And like this
please
character here,
slap
he's
that
level
like button and
22.
subscribe
So he's
button
been playing
and
for
come hang out in a live stream sometime.
probably
Come vibe out. Again,
3
all my
times
links
as
are
long
in the
as me.
description down below.
Now I've only been
Thank
playing
you
it for like a day, and I got through the tutorial, and that was it.
Big Time
I don't
is
know
the
how
start
it
of
levels up and how that
blockchain
works.
gaming
Now, Zoom,
2.0. What do I mean by that? Well, blockchain
is
gaming
in
1.0 had a lot
and
of
I
issues.
watched them
The
through
first was that oftentimes in
big
these games like
hangout that we
Axie
had
Infinity, you
just
had
the
to
other
pay
day.
in order
But
to
there's
play.
so many
And this is
cases
a really
of
big
these
issue for a
guys
lot of
looting
gamers
like
that
this
would
one
like to
right
be
here.
able to play a game
This
without
is
having to
another
put in
NFT that was
hundreds
looted.
or thousands
And
of
then-
dollars first. The second issue is that investors
Here's
were the
another
first
one that was
class
looted.
in
Like,
these
they're making money off
first generation
these
blockchain
NFTs.
games And the actual
So these are
gamers
in-game
were like
assets that you're
second class
that you're
citizens.
gonna
They just
earn
weren't
for
valued
free.
because they weren't spending
But
that much
if
money.
you were
The
to
third
have
issue
played
with
it without
Blockchain Gaming
knowing
1.0
that this
was
pass
these
was
games
free
were
and
just
you
kind
bought
of
the
not
pass,
that fun.
you would
They were
still be in
defined by
profit.
CAPTCHA or timer
So that's
simulator
an even
games like
better thing to
Alien
look
Worlds,
at
which
is if you
aren't
did
really
have to
games
spend
at
money
all,
on this
and
pass,
then some really basic games
you're
like
getting it for
Axie
free.
Infinity. There wasn't really the
So if
in-depth,
you did have to
high
spend money on it,
octane,
you're- at
AAA
least you would
quality
know that you would
gameplay
still
that
be in
we've come to
profit if
love.
you
And then the fourth
didn't
and
get
final
this
issue with
pass.
Blockchain Gaming 1.0 is the economies. These games
Jay,
are
if I
often
can
referred
get
to
on a
as
webcam
play-to-earn games,
300
and
pounds
everyone
of
who participated in the
Southern
ecosystem
love,
expected that
brother,
they
you
could
can.
take out more money than they put in. And
Now,
obviously,
what is
everyone
this?
can't
This
take
looks
out
like
more than they
something-
put in, so there was a fundamental flaw to this entire idea. So now let's contrast that to Blockchain Gaming 2.0, what big time is.
See, like,
the
after
first
I end the
really big
stream,
change and advantage
I'm gonna
is that it's
start working
completely
on
free to play.
trying
You're
to
not
finish my
expected to
tutorial.
put any money in, and in
I'm
fact,
gonna have
even
to
if you
fight
do
Devil
put
and
money
Grace
in,
to get
it
that
doesn't
done,
make you
but
stronger
I'm on the
in the
last
game. Which
level
leads into the second really
where,
exciting thing about Blockchain Gaming 2.0, and that is that it's never
I'll
pay
be
to
able to
win.
start
In fact,
making
you
money.
can't pay to win.
tore up
You
inside
have
of
to
that.
build skills and you have
And
to
it's
spend
just easy
time
enough that you
in
can
the
get
game
through
in
it.
order to win. Third, it's actually a fun game, which is the most important thing
Nice.
anytime you're
Your
talking
kill
about
seats, I
any
need
sort of video games. I'm very excited about the player ownership aspect, but fun has to precede ownership or no one's gonna care about owning something in a world that they don't care about. And finally, anyone can download
See,
and
like I'm
play.
buying
And
and
with
selling,
the swipe of a
I
credit
can
card,
sell
you can't get
all
stronger,
of
but you
these
can
and
buy
earn
super cool
1.58
cosmetic
SFL. So that's
skins.
the in-game
And because
token
this game is on the
that I'm gonna
blockchain,
earn
you can then
for
resell
growing
your
those
skins
crops.
if you want to
Okay?
later.
So,
and at the
that
very
just
least,
gave
get
me
some of the money out with the
1.3
potential,
SFL.
if you're a good trader, to make
Well, if you
some
go here
profit.
and you
Big Time
see
is one of the
SFL
first on-chain 2.0 games, which is why I'm
USD.
super excited to make this sponsored video that is going to be
That's worth 10 cents. So I just got 10 cents for growing crops and forgetting it, like just setting it and forgetting it. That's pretty cool, right? And so if you keep doing this over and over again, you're going to get more and more and more. Okay, so I need to plant 11 more kale. And this is just Web3 gaming in general. I'm not really trying to promote this at all. I would not really promote this game. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the graphics are so cheesy and so 1980s that they're not big enough yet to be able to promote. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not a fan of this versus a big AAA game. What is this? Sauerkraut. Yeah, okay. But now I have been working hard on this game, so don't get me wrong. I've been working hard on this to be able to expand my land and all that stuff. But this is just something in my spare time that I fool with. This is not my go-to game at all. Nowhere near it. And so that'll take a day to do this. How do I get the overlay you have for your stream? I can send it to you through Discord. So I can send that. That's not a problem. And then I use OBS because it's lighter on your CPU. I mean, it's much lighter on your CPU. 10 what? Excuse me. 10 for real? All right. Twitch Studio, what is that? You're talking about like a mobile thing? OBS for Twitch. I've never heard of that.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is NFTJ, aka Dolly Daddy. I'm an NFT artist, a metaverse builder, a play-to-earn gamer, and content creator. I do play-to-earn gaming and metaverse building live streams on Twitch every weekday around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, sometimes earlier. I also give away crypto and NFTs often on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord.
5 minute long here on Chewy. We have a big up arrow. As you can see, this is all real time using the map.
See, that's a different guild. We're
Gang, Shavio here, and I'm going to teach you all about the combat system for big time. All about the basics, all the way to the advanced tactics. Let's jump right in. Each of the 4 classes has basic attacks and finishing attacks. As soon as you use the left mouse button, you'll see the basic attack start to trigger. At any time, you can interrupt this by using the right mouse button to use a finisher. You can actually use a finisher all by itself, or you can use a combination of basic attacks and finishing attacks. You'll notice that the finishers have icons next to them. That means that they do specific things. We're still learning and discovering what those mean. You'll also notice that if you change weapons, you have different finishers. So definitely play around with all the different weapon classes, try them all out, because each one has a different set of combos and a different set of finishing attacks. Hitting at an enemy, you can run up and actually use that ability to do damage to one enemy or a couple if they're all standing together like this.
See, now he's kind of souped up. He's got 350,000 gold,
when they run out of hit points,
2,700 health. I've got like 400 health. So he's been playing it for quite some time.
Now let's talk about barrier, shielding, and armor. So you've probably noticed that your abilities and your weapons have these small diamonds underneath them. Some of those diamonds have colors to them: purple, yellow, blue, and red. Now red represents the normal health bar of all the enemy types, while the other ones represent a particular type of additional damage that is going to need to be dealt to these enemies before you're able to get them down to their standard health bar. And you can see the enemy in front of me has a purple bar. So what I'm going to have to do is make sure that I have a weapon that does purple damage. If I don't have a weapon that does purple damage, it pretty much will not accept the majority of the damage, and you'll get a ton of missed attacks. I'll show you on this next enemy up ahead. So as I come up to these enemies, I can see, look, they have a blue bar. This one over here has actually 3 bars. He's got a purple, then a blue, then a red. So in order to be able to defeat that enemy, the first thing I need to do is take down the purple bar. Now if I attack him with the blue weapon here that I have, you can see it's doing damage, but not a lot. Now if I were to switch over to the purple weapon, it'll immediately clear that out. Now if I use purple against the blue bar, again, only doing about 50 damage there. When I switch to the weapon that does blue, you see it does a much larger amount of damage. Then I get it down to his red bar and you can insta-kill. So when you're deciding what weapons you're going to carry, you want to make sure you take down all the different
Yesterday
I got now, ideally you play in a group and other people can help you, because certain classes are stronger.
I got 60 feet there.
Type of shields, barriers, and other ones are just
I was out the front of the
outright
door.
made to take those down.
Once
And
we
we'll
get
show you
your
some of
feet
those
out of
abilities
the-
later, like the Clone Fixer. Here we're going to take a look at
That's
both the 2
hilarious.
different types of weapons we have. On right now,
Queen,
we
I'm
have the
doing
chopper.
great. How
You
are
can
you
see it
today?
says down at the bottom, good against barrier. And you can
Not
see
the
that it's
dogs.
half the diamond, meaning that it's about 50% effective against there. So you can expect about 50% of the damage that this weapon can cause will start to break down the barrier bar.
All right. See, do you see that big Japanese stink bug that it
And here you
came
can see
off
I'm
of,
fighting a large bug.
what is
He's got a
that,
purple
Lion
bar.
King?
As I try to do
Those
damage
bugs
with this
and
weapon,
grubs? I
you can
love
see
it.
I'm really
I
not
love
doing too much. Now if I
Don't look
switch
at me
to my
like
weapon
that.
that has actual purple damage on it, my chopper, and I go and attack him,
There you
you'll start
go.
to see, look, 815. Immediately
we're
took down the
streaming,
purple bar.
guys.
Now he's got the blue bar.
We
I
got
switch back to the
13
weapon with the
people
blue
watching
damage
us.
on it.
You want to show off
Took
your
down the
hair?
blue bar. Now he's back down to red,
Here,
and you
show
can
off
use.
your
Oh, actually, he's got a yellow bar. This guy has 3 bars. Now you can see I don't particularly have anything on my
Who's got her
character that's
hair
great
did,
at yellow.
guys?
So now what I'm forced to do
It's
is
her
either try to use one of my
birthday.
abilities if I have one that will actually
Yeah, it
work
is.
against this, and if I
Yeah,
don't,
it
then you'll
is.
have to go slowly. Now you can see his blue shield is filling back up. That blue shield is time related. They will fill their shield back up. The other ones don't always fill back up. So
So
now
how
I'm going
was
to have
the
to sit here
stream,
and
Boss
slug away at the
Hog?
yellow bar because I don't have a weapon for it.
You got that
There
right,
are
boss
other
man.
ways you can get through
All right,
these,
guys.
but ideally
So,
you play with a
how
team
this
and your team
works,
has
this is
diversified
Web3
abilities, so you can
crypto,
take down these guys
okay?
without having to switch weapons
If
all the
he
time
kills
or
that
having to wait for your
monster,
abilities to cool down.
he can loot an
Now that we've
NFT,
gotten him almost to the red,
which is
you'll see him
worth
start to take more
money.
damage now. Now he
So,
should be pretty easy to go ahead and finish him
he-
off
yeah, he
because
can make
now
money,
all of his shield, armor, and
real
barrier is gone,
dollars if
and you
you
can
go to
just
get
tank
toys.
away at him.
You know?
Now you can hopefully get.
So, once he kills that monster, he's got the chance of looting an NFT. He
Now that
can
you
take
know
that
all about the
NFT
way the different
and
bars
sell it
work for
on the
shield, barrier, and
marketplace
armor, you
and
can kind
make
of start to
money
build
from
your
it.
characters out
Now,
and make
how
sure they
much
have
does this
weapons
cost
and abilities
to
that
get-
diversify
Whoa,
against
thank
each
you
other.
for the 100
So you can take a
biddies.
look. See,
Jay,
I have
I
different
appreciate
abilities,
it,
and if
man.
you look, I actually
Thank
have the
you
super
so
thrust,
much.
which does
For
purple
the hairdo.
and
He
yellow. So
gave
that's a
you
great
100
one for me to
bits
be
for
able to
your
use
hairdo.
when I don't have a weapon that does
five.
yellow damage against the enemy.
Jeremiah.
And once you get a little bit
You
deeper
want
into the game, you
1000?
can start actually planning
Okay.
out how you want your
All right,
ability skill
so
tree to look like.
this is
And
gonna
then you can
be
even change
the
it to the point
steps
where you're adding
for
different
your
gears to get
NFT
different
pass
skills.
that we're giving
Once you
away
come
for
into the
free.
skill
It's the
tree, you can
value of
actually hover over the different
$330.
abilities, and you can see that. Like
Okay.
this one's super thrust, it actually
you'll
has
want
all
to
these
sign
different
up for
abilities, and it
Boss
does
Fam
damage
Discord
against
if you're
these
not
different
already.
barrier.
Whoa,
Shield
we
and
got
armor
200
types.
more
So you
biddies.
can actually try to
Look,
build your class out, but
we
if you
got
know you're
200
particularly weak in
more.
something, you can
High
actually,
fives.
you know, supercharge your character.
then,
All right,
once
I
you
switched
sign
to
up
my
for
Quantum
Boss
Fixer
Fam
Watch,
Discord,
one of
you'll
the other
want to
classes in the
join-
game.
Guys,
Now this
hold
class
on.
is not a tank,
You'll
he's
want
not
to join
AoE,
the
and he is not
Decacorn
really,
Discord.
you know, a glass cannon or anything
That's
like
gonna
that.
enable
This
you
dude is
to
all about
gain
support. So
access
one
to
of his
the
strongest
Ruby Pass
abilities is
that's
called
worth
Rend.
$330
Now you'll
to
notice
be
this
able
one
to
doesn't
play
have a
this
second
game.
word next to it. It doesn't say Rend
If you sign
Barrier,
up
it doesn't say Rend
today,
Shield or Rend Armor. It just
then you'll
says
be able
Rend,
to
meaning
access
it'll
the
actually
game
take off
this
any
coming
of the bars
Thursday,
at any
because they
point
only
in time.
release passes on
So when you see
Thursdays.
this is something that I recommend
so
every
once we
Quantum
get
Fixer
that,
have. It's one of the
you'll
best
be in the
abilities.
Decacorn
What this
Guild.
allows you to do is go ahead and take shields down and let your
then once
Time
we
Warriors
you in
get in
the
there and do
Decacorn
tons of
Guild,
damage
you'll go to the
their
left
actual
on the
health
side.
bars.
It'll give you those
This is
different
one
channels.
of the best abilities
You'll see
in the
how
game.
to register.
Let's check it out.
And that's going to
Sometimes
give
you're
you
going to
all
need
of
to
the
get shield up
steps.
quickly. You're not going to be able to do it with your
and
melee
there's
weapon.
only like
So you're
3
going to want to be able to
steps. It's
do
very
it with
simple.
one of
It's
your
got
other abilities. Now
screenshots,
the
so you
Quantum
know that
Fixer
you're
is the
doing
best
everything
at this in
completely
the
right.
game. When you see a
Once you
character
sign
like
up
that
with
that you
your
know has
email,
shield, you can just go ahead
then
and use
they'll
your Rend
have you
ability on
on
it and pull
file
the shield
to be
down
able to
all
give
at
you
once,
that
so you don't have
pass
to sit
this
there and do
coming
it slowly.
Thursday. That will enable you
Now
to
you may
be
be
able to
asking
play the
yourself,
game.
do I really need to do this? Can
and
I
I've
just hack and
never
slash
seen
my
a
way through all
company
these
give
different
out
types of
something
shields,
this
barriers,
valuable.
and armors? Well, the
and the
answer
only
is once you
reason
get
why
them to
they're
the
doing it
higher
is
level
because
dungeons,
it's
you're going to
from
spend an
Decacorn
insane
Guild.
amount
This
of
is the
time
largest
trying to go
guild
ahead and be able
in
to
this
get the
game.
enemies killed. Because
So
pretty much
that's
all the
another
enemies are
big
going to have
reason
these
as to
types
why
of
we're
barriers
able to
when you
get
get into
this
the high level
access
dungeons.
for free
So in the beginning of the
because we're
game,
in
you're not
such
going to
a
have
big
much problem
guild
kind of
that
beating your
backs
way
the
through most of the
game with
mobs.
gameplay.
But as you
So
evolve through
it's
the
really
game,
nice
if you
to
want
be
to be
able
able
to
to
have
do
this,
things
to be able
efficiently,
to
you're
offer
going to
this
have to be able to
opportunity for
use those
income for you
abilities,
guys.
understand which ones your weapons
I
will
know
take
that
down
one
and
of
your
the
abilities
guys,
will take
this
down,
is not really
and then
like
have
a
your
target
team
of income,
counteract the rest
but
of
he's
that
made
for you.
$2,000
Those are
in
the
the
best
course
ways
of
to
less
move
than
through
4
these
months.
dungeons quickly.
So that's $500
You can see
a
here,
month
this
of
guy right
extra
here,
money
I can
that
swing
can
on
go
him
into your
all day
pocket,
long,
that can pay
and
a
it's just
water
going to
bill, that
miss,
can pay rent,
miss,
that can do
miss.
whatever. You
Now
know,
if I
help
switch to
pay
my
these
blue
Christmas
weapon
bills
and I
off.
try to hit him with that,
So it's something
boom.
nice.
You see, I
know,
almost
$400 or
instantly I take
$500
down
a
his
month, I'll take
shield.
it.
Now his
And
shield is
people are
broken. I
dying
can
for
switch back to the
extra
weapon that
passive
does a little bit
income,
more
and you're
damage.
playing
I can
games
attack with that
already.
one.
So if you're into these types of games,
The last thing I want to go
get
over
it
is when
and-
you're kind of
and
planning
let
your
it be
attacks out.
lucrative for you,
And you can see I have the
because these
whirlwind
guys are
ability
playing at
up top
hardcore and they're
for
making
Iron
money.
Warrior. This is his
So,
best attack,
I mean, it's just,
but
it's nice
you can
to be
see
able
it's
to see
only good
something like
against the
this
health
within a
bar.
gaming
Now, if they
gaming
have barrier,
community
shield, or
period.
armor, you're really not going to do
So
much
I'm
damage
excited.
at all to them.
And
So if you
have
either
any
take down their
questions
shields on
about
your
being
own
able to
first,
sign up
or if you
for
have a
it,
Quantum Fixer
it's
on your
just as
team, you have
simple
him take the shields down,
as
then
uniting
you
with
use your will
Discord.
ability, you'll do
just wanna
10
join the
times
GD
more damage to
International,
everybody. That's the way the
which
game
is
is meant to be played,
Decacorn
not
Guild,
just
Guild
kind of slugging
Decacorn.
away mindlessly,
And
but
then
planning and
after
being
that, you'll
strategic
be
about your
able
attacks and
to,
making sure
start
that
making
the
money
majority of
as
the
of
damage you can
Thursday.
deal will go to
The
whatever
first
the
10
shield, barrier,
levels,
or
this is
armor
just a
type
heads up,
is,
the first
get you down
10
to that health
levels of
bar,
your
and then allow you to
character
clear the mob out.
is going to be the
You are
tutorial.
all set now. You're
And then
ready to
once you
go.
complete
Get out
level
there,
10 of
slay
your
some mobs,
XP
earn some
of your
NFTs,
character,
and shoot me a comment when
finish
you
the
do, because I want to
tutorial.
know what you get.
I'm at
As
level
always,
9,
be well, stay excellent, and
and
I'll see y'all
I was
next time.
trying to stream
Peace, I'm outta
earlier,
here.
and the game just kept crashing. So it kind of broke my heart to be able to stream the game. I can't. But I mean, hey, it's
Let me show
really
you an
cool
online website
how-
that generates automated income
this
from
is gonna
anywhere you have access to the internet. Now,
Welcome to Big Time 101. Today we are going to go over your personal metaverse and how to use it. First, to get to your starting area, you will need a passive skill point. Navigate to your skill tree menu, select the passive skill tree, And finally select Unlock Your Personal Metaverse. Once learned, this will give you 2 skills. One will allow you to summon the portal to your personal metaverse, and the other to place decorations inside, but more on that in a minute. Let's talk about your starting area. Once you load into your starting area, you will notice 2 things. The first thing is your player stash, which will allow you to store items and equipment for later use. And the second is a friendly Vendroid that allows you to craft gems and place them into your weapons. Next, you may notice this extra set of doors. If you own space, you can attach it to the exit point here. Simply interact with the door and select the space you want to connect to your starter area. Once attached, you can freely roam through your space. Initially, your space may look a little empty. Luckily, while adventuring, you may stumble upon decorations that you can place in your space. To place decorations, navigate to the Decoration skill. Once used, it will pull up a menu of all the current decorations you own. Select the decoration you want to place, then find a good location. Left-click to place it, and you're all set. Once a decoration is placed, you can freely pick it up again and place it somewhere else if you decide that its current location doesn't fit your aesthetic. Lastly, if you don't own a space or haven't been lucky enough to find any decorations in your travels, you can purchase them on the Open Loot Marketplace from other players in the game. That's all for this episode of Big Time 101. We'll see you in your personal metaverse. In Big Time, you can get an advantage with this Easter egg. When battling your way through the Trial of Frost, you'll come across in the very corner a glowing object called Quantum Catnip. If you pick this up and bring it back to Waffles the Cat, a main storyline character in the tutorial, you'll be given extra health potions, experience, and goodies. So get out there and start collecting.
This is the game that I'm playing now to make money. And it's big money.
Big time. No wonder it's called Big Time.
Yeah, it's a big time, alright.
Welcome to Big Time 101.
Big Time 101.
Today, we'll be offering an in-depth guide to pocket watches. Big Time players can change their class and increase the number of abilities at their disposal with the use of items known as pocket watches found in-game. By acquiring new ones from class trainers or as drops found in the world, players can choose at any moment to switch their timeline and play as a different class. And by leveling a pocket watch up, players can also unlock and use new abilities by opening your inventory, selecting timelines from the menu, and finding the pocket watch you want to equip. Multiple pocket watches, even of the same class, can be held at once, allowing the player to specialize each one to suit their needs. To do this, players can assign their stats, skill points, and gears one way on one pocket watch, and then create a radically different build on the same class with another pocket watch of the same type, opening up multiple different ways to play any one role. More experienced players who have become comfortable with their pocket watch's abilities can further customize their powers by acquiring gears during play. Gears are special pocket watch attachments that offer players with compatible pocket watches abilities normally not available to them, as well as powerful stat bonuses and more. Players should keep this in mind before attempting to build multiple pocket watches at once though. Pocket watches do not share levels, not even pocket watches of the same class.
Where y'all going?
This means that you will have to level each one individually.
Maybe after I get done with my tutorial.
Plan around this limitation and search for the perfect bonuses to complement your playstyle to bring your strength to new heights. And we'll see you
Knife or death?
in Time's End.
Knife!
Knife or death?
Knife or death.
I'm gonna pick life.
No, knife.
This mistake is costing
A
Amazon
knife
Prime
is something
shoppers.
that you cut.
Are you still using Prime?
It uses
Because at this
death.
point,
Still using what?
Welcome to Big Time 101. Today we'll help you find which of the game's available classes best fits you. Big Time's
The
class.
storms that we had this week, Jay. Oh God. The barn door flew open and it broke the door. So whenever I went to shut it and it wouldn't shut, I'm like, what? Why ain't it closing? And then I pushed it with all my might and it popped. And I don't know, it shut. But I don't know. The neighbor's window broke. Down there. Oh God. Well, up there. Actually.
We live down here.
What about you guys? Because I know further up north it was worse than what we had. So
We
how are
didn't
you?
have What are those oak?
Really?
Why are there oak trees? Why are there orange trees?
It's funny you said that, Jay, because Netflix just had Muscle Mike on there, or Magic Mike on the TV. That's hilarious. He's magic. He disappeared. That's crazy. Did y'all have any damage from the tornadoes? Like, how close was it from your house? Does it looks good? Wow, that's very lucky.
Class system offers players 4 different classes to choose from: the hardy Time Warrior, the devastating Chronomancer, the Wraith-like Shadow Blade, and the inspiring Quantum
Our
Fixer.
trees are getting fat.
These classes are tailored to support
They're
a
very
different style
fat
of
up
gameplay
top, and
are
then
equipped
they're
with a
starting to
unique
get
set of
buds on them
skills
too.
to help them
So they're
maximize
getting
their
fatter.
effectiveness.
That's
It's not
The
funny,
Time
honey.
Warrior's
when you
melee
guys
power
come take care of
encourages
it.
direct combat, both solo and in
It
groups,
sucks.
and supports his team
What's
by
up,
using
crayons?
defensive abilities to draw attention from
I eat
enemies or
crayon
aid
69420.
Why do you
We
want the
appreciate
Well, the
it.
Shadow Blade is most
Because I'm
effective
streaming.
when in the middle of the enemy's
This is
back
my
line,
stream. Do you
using
not
their
see me?
agility and stealth
Oh, hello.
to sneak behind
He
frontliners
said, "Oh, hello."
and strike where enemies are most vulnerable,
You
with high
nut.
damage abilities like backstab.
But why?
He didn't
On
know
the
we
other
were
hand,
streaming.
Chronomancers use an array of elemental
I
abilities,
eat
such as the explosive
crayon.
fireball, to dominate the
I
battlefield
like the
from afar.
orange ones.
And Quantum Fixers, masters of support tactics,
69420.
ensure their teammates are indomitable in the face of overwhelming numbers
We got a
by
stream here.
healing and
No, we don't have a clip.
I.
People's famous now. yeah, I'm big time now, buddy. Get it, big time.
and
The game's
buffing them
called Big
in a
Time.
multitude of ways.
Big time.
Additionally, while Big Time's classes offer powerful
Look,
abilities
she likes her
that can
hair. I
turn
do
the tide
too.
of
That
battle,
looks so good.
the only limitation they
She
place
did
on
really good
players
with that.
is the
That's the girl
inability
from church?
to use the other
Yeah.
classes' skill trees. Classes do not
did
limit
y'all right,
weapon
huh?
or
She got
armor
2
options.
girls' hairs
and players
done.
can use any
And
combination
how long
they
did it take?
please, giving you the freedom to
We got
fight the
there
way
at
you want to.
9 to what? 9 to
Whether
noon?
you want to be a battle mage who decimates the
there-
battlefield with an axe in one hand and magic flames in the
9
other,
is a
4
one.
hours for
wielding
2 heads
berserker
of
who
hair.
shrugs off damage and uses his healing to lead the charge.
Good God.
The only limit is how many
Look,
combinations
that big
you can
stink
learn to
bug,
play.
those things are what caused COVID.
Each class
I promise
offers
y'all.
its unique strengths
People
and
think
abilities
I'm crazy,
to
but I
anyone
only had
willing to
COVID when I
use
saw
them.
a stink bug.
But which road to power will you take?
Yeah,
I
and they
forgot.
stink.
Choose your fate.
So what
No
better
wonder
way
that bug
time's
that
end.
to
stinks.
promote a virus than some kind of animal that feels threatened?
Is artificial
Why do you always
intelligence
need
going
to
to put
see it?
marketers out of business? The answer is absolutely.
Yomani.com.
It will in time, but not in my decade.
What? How do you
Oh,
speak
crayons. This is called Big Time.
big?
And if you want access to it, the giveaway today, everybody wins.
Play now.
If you join the GD International Discord, the very first one in that list, you're going to see the ability to mint an NFT pass to be able to play this game absolutely free. It's a $330 value, and whenever you go to the Decacorn Guild, you'll want to click on how to register in the channel section, and that will walk you through everything in order to get your NFT pass minted, and then they'll give you your pass on Thursday. Who watches Wednesday in the chat, guys?
I do.
We got 14 people watching, so we've got to have somebody that
I do.
watches Wednesday.
I do.
Well, now wait a minute. We got to do one by one. We can't just throw a bunch of shows at people. Yeah, this show. Oh, we got 2. Already binge watched it. I watched it. The show. What was the first one? Wednesday. Okay. Now what about Stranger Things? I'm watching Stranger Things right now. I'm on chapter. Quit licking me, Dave. I'm on chapter season 3, chapter 4 or 5. I know. Dance.
I'm gonna get Wednesday on you, and you do not need to get Wednesday.
It took me a while to get into it, Jay, but I love it. Look, he put a monster emote in.
On James'
like
mission
Shrek.
is to empower gamers by accelerating the adoption of healthy digital economies. The blockchain has the potential to make games more meaningful and fun,
watched
and
Outer
provide
Banks.
economic opportunities worldwide. Going into 2023, I understand we're in the middle of a heavy bear market.
Yeah, I
Interest
saw
rates are
like whenever
highest
the
they've been
kid
in
was
my
getting
entire
watched by the
lifetime,
state or
and
whatever,
we're potentially
because
headed
his
into
dad
a
or his uncle
recession.
wasn't
But
there or
despite
something.
this, some of the most
That's
exciting
about where I
game
got with
projects
that. I
in
haven't really.
history are currently under development.
My
I've been
ADHD don't
covering
let me
crypto
do
gaming
nothing
for
with
over 2
Netflix.
years, and in this video, I'm sharing with you all in no particular
finally
order
into it. It took
my
me a year to get
10
into it.
favorite Web3 game projects in 2023 that if you pay attention to now, I think you will be well rewarded for. Let's start off.
You already
with
binged the whole
Big
season?
Time. Big Time is a free-to-play multiplayer
Who watched
action
Stranger
RPG game
Things?
that combines fast action combat and adventure
Uh,
through time
Look,
and
look, look.
space.
They're going in
Explore
here about
ancient mysteries and
Outer
futuristic
Banks.
civilizations as you battle your way through history itself. Pick up rare digital collectibles and tokens as you
So those
fight
rare
and defeat
digital
enemies.
collectibles are
Collect
what you're going to be
in-game
able to go
items and tokens,
sell
produce digital
on
collectibles,
the
or hang out with friends.
marketplace
Limitless
and get
environments
your money.
and adventurous instances give you infinite replayability. The game options are endless. And if you want to keep learning more about Big
Who watched
Time,
Scary
then make sure you check out the entire in-depth overview that I made on
Breaking
Big Time
Bad was my
just
favorite.
a couple weeks ago on our channel. Next up, we have Alluvium. Alluvium is an upcoming open world exploration NFT creature collector and auto battler built on the Ethereum blockchain. Join a graphically rich sci-fi adventure. Explore 7 dazzling alien landscapes.
That's
and
like
conquer the
with,
wilderness to uncover the cataclysmic events that
Breaking
shattered
Bad, it
Alluvium
just ended.
and help your
Like, I mean, it
crash-landed
just-
crew flourish.
They
This
had a
looks like
dead end.
a really
They
exciting
could easily
NFT game.
go
I love
back
that
and
they
do
haven't
something with it,
sold
but they
any
just quit.
of the characters for
It
the
was
game
crazy.
prior
I mean,
to launch. You're gonna have to
you know, they
catch all
launched
your
satellite
reveals
shows
real
like.
Does anyone watch Perfect
I
Match?
have a live stream playing in the
He's
open
got a
world of this
microphone.
game. I have another live stream in the auto battler of this game, and I have multiple interviews with Alluvium's founders. So if you want to learn more about Alluvium,
Better
this is the
Call
right channel
Saul,
for that. Coming
satellite
in
shows like
third,
that,
once
those
again,
were
in no particular
launch-offs
order,
from
is a game I
Breaking
am
Bad.
so excited for called
Mayor
Who watched the last
Mirandus is an
episode of
epic
Wednesday?
fantasy RPG set in a
I know, I'm
massive
waiting on him to
world
push
ruled
me
by
out of the chair.
5-player
It's
monarchs.
coming.
In game, players have
I'm just gonna
absolute
let him
freedom
have
of
my
choice.
stream.
They can set out
And-
into the wilderness alone to try their fortunes against the monsters of the deep woods and dungeons.
I'm gonna
They
sue
can
Twitch for
join
the
with one
takeover.
of the monarchs
Who watched
to
Buy
live
My
in their
House?
court, or set up shop in one of
Who
the
wants
5
to
great
buy my
cities of
house?
the realm. Player ownership
Who wants
of
to buy your
in-game
house?
assets is a central mechanic.
Why are you
of
selling it?
Mirandus, with players being able to hold land deeds, which allow them
Why
to
are you gonna
claim
sell
parts
your
of the
house?
wilderness to set up holdfasts ranging from small farms to massive cities.
Have any of y'all watched Knife or Death? Y'all watch Knife or Death?
Mirandus is Gala Games' flagship in-house game and probably the game I am most excited for in the entire crypto gaming space right now. Speaking of Gala Games, they're the sponsor of this video, a behemoth in the blockchain gaming industry.
So we've watched some good footage
has more
of
AAA game devs working on building the next generation of gaming. You will notice
Let's see the review, what they say about it.
Building your online business?
Has any of
Go to Wix.com
me
and set up your store on a single integrated platform.
It's a 5-minute review.
If you're already a seasoned MMORPG player with games like Guild Wars 2,
Well, don't
World
be
of
right in my
Warcraft,
face.
or Black Desert,
I'm the one
you'll
smoking.
feel right at home in big time. An
No,
upcoming
I'm not moving.
MMORPG
You move
set
over
in
there.
the far future, where you and your friends can
Help them
explore
cough.
exciting dungeons across space and time.
like
Complete
get away
quests for
from
Albert Einstein,
Beefy?
battle against robot
Yeah, 'cause
pirates
I'm
and giant
busy.
insects, all while earning
He-
some precious loot
he-
along the way.
he puts
Although the game has not been
blood in
fully
your
released,
nose.
we've
Yeah,
had the
'cause you're
opportunity
right
to
in my
play the game
lap.
in early
And he puts
access.
blood-
So let's
he
dive in.
puts- he puts
As
water-
RPGs do, the game starts out with character creation, where players will have to pick between 4
What?
classes: Time Warrior,
I sting your
Chronomancer,
eyes with
Shadow
lemon
Blade,
water?
and Quantum Fixer.
When?
But don't feel too
that
pressured about
one.
getting things right here. There will be chances for you to swap out
Carrie
something
said
called
you're a
pocket
cutie.
watches to switch classes
Say
later
thank
in the
you,
game.
Queen.
Once you've made your decision,
Tell her
click
thank
on
you.
confirm, and that's it.
Hey,
And just like that,
man.
you're tossed
Someone
right into the
said,
world of
"Hey,
big time. No
man."
fancy character creation screens and 1,000 sliders for us to mask our real life
talking to you.
insecurities.
Say thank you,
Everyone
Queen.
gets the same
Thank
cookie
you,
cutter character,
Queen.
at least for now. At its
Hi,
core,
Queen.
Big Time is a fairly simple game.
Has any of y'all watched
Right-click for
Becca's
another
TikTok?
Chain these up properly, and you'll get to perform a special combo attack.
Oh,
Items
she's
across
got a
specific skills can
TikTok.
also be
She's got a
assigned
fake
hotkeys
talk over
for
here.
quick,
Fake
easy
TikTok.
access. Even though the camera
Someone
angle
said
makes
all
aiming a
the
little
and
tricky at times.
Thank you.
For the most
It's
part, combat
her
plays out
birthday.
smoothly. Even in dungeons jam-packed with large mobs of enemies, players in your screen light
Have you
it
ever
up
seen
with
a Southern
songs and
Puerto Rican?
special effects like a
This
front
is
row
one.
seat to 4th of July.
He's got a
Kill
Southern
enough
accent,
enemies
loves
and your
country
character
music
will level
too.
up, earning skill points.
They
that
all
you can
three
use to
love
learn
country
new
music,
spells,
actually.
or buff up your character stats. Depending on your character,
Morgan
Have
class,
y'all
Wallen.
listened to
specific
Morgan
stats
They were
Wallen?
coming down
require
here.
specific gear.
No,
In a
they
similar
should.
vein to most other RPGs,
And the only reason
game
why
progression in Big
is
Time
the
more or
traffic
less the
last
same.
night
Kill
from
enemies,
Morgan
earn
Wallen's
XP,
concert
earn
was
better
so
gears,
bad.
level up, rinse, and repeat. Since each dungeon is
Only see
procedurally
two. There's
generated,
one over there.
you never have the same adventure
She's
each
off
time.
camera.
If you enter the same
She's
dungeon
shy.
multiple times, you quickly realize that they all have different maps, requirements, and enemies.
See, the camera is
On
portable,
paper, these
so-
dungeons offer some sense of
It's okay to be
forcing
shy.
players to think on
Let's
the
see if
fly,
it works.
since each dungeon is unique.
I
The
want to
novelty
try.
Yeah,
wears
it
off
works.
quickly.
I want to
Some
try.
of the side quests,
I want to
which you
try.
have to complete before facing a dungeon boss, may require some skill and creativity. Most of them tend to be fairly trivial, be it collecting a certain amount of items or activating switches guarded by mobs of
If
enemies.
you watch
These tasks can
Stranger
get
Things,
tedious.
the last
However, the
season,
objectives do get harder if there are more or
go
higher
on
level
Morgan
players in your party.
Wallen.
For ARPGs,
Wallen.
the
You
end
look
of
like
a
a
dungeon
Morgan
run
Wallen.
is usually filled with a bountiful loot fest, raining
I am
epic and
definitely
legendary
backwards.
items.
I
But
like
that's not the case here. The defeat of bosses is usually anticlimactic, with no notable treasures
Whoa,
to
thank you
rejoice
for the
in.
sub,
In
bro.
fact, most
I
of the loot
appreciate
are
you,
found randomly
crayons.
throughout the dungeon from normal
Don't need
mobs,
too many
but
crayons.
Even then, these are usually more
Won't be
of
able
the
to
same
sub
items
again.
if
I
you're
hate
using
ads
since
too, bro.
level
I do. I
just
really
with
hate
better
ads.
stats.
Achoo!
Like other crypto games,
Achoo!
NFTs will be a
Achoo!
big part of Big Time Universe, which are divided into cosmetic
I
NFTs
tried to give you a
and
shout
space
out a minute
NFTs.
ago, but we do have
Cosmetic
one that
NFTs
does
can
work.
be found in-game, which will allow you to change the look of your weapons and character. On the other hand, their space NFTs are used to expand your own personal space, known as the Time
Crayons.
Machine, where you produce new items and upgrade your old ones.
How do you spell crayon?
Space NFTs are also needed for players to generate and earn big time tokens in the future. Both types of NFTs can be purchased from the marketplace, but at the moment, features for the space NFTs aren't available.
Whoever's
just yet.
name is
Attempts to
Macaroni.
become the first
Okay,
AAA
you're a
game in
con
the Web3
sweat.
space
Nice.
is a commendable one, but it's clear that a lot of work still
Bright
needs to be
colored
done.
crayons, that would be
With
nice.
familiar combat and
Bright-minded
gameplay,
taser.
puts a roguelite spin on the traditional RPG formula. There's no overarching story for players to
Look what you've done,
You can just
Pete.
pick up the game with your friends and start exploring.
Sorry
right off the
about
bat.
that.
Sorry
Each dungeon
about
offers
that.
new quests and challenges to overcome, which keeps things fresh for returning players, while forcing them to constantly
in here
adapt their
soon, dude.
strategies and builds. However, things can get stale after a while.
Kids have
Unlike
taken
most
over the
RPGs
stream.
that reward exploration with hidden secrets or rare treasures, Big Time fails to
when I go to
beckon
the
the
gym
same
later,
sense of
I'll wear
adventure.
this.
There's little to look at and look for around the map, with players usually just sprinting straight from one dungeon to another. Make no mistake though,
Hello?
Big Time is a gorgeous game, and the camaraderie of its small but tight-knit player base was a heartwarming welcome to the
Taking
game.
it over.
But
Where
as
did
it
my
is,
stream
there's
go?
simply not enough proverbial
Samuel?
carrot to put it in the grind for now. Which Web3 games would you
Oh,
like
you're
us to
Ricky.
review next?
Okay, well now I
Let us
didn't
know in
even
the
put that
comments, and we
together
might
yet.
just cover
Hi,
it in the next video.
Ricky.
Say what's up, Ricky?
What's up, Ricky?
What's up, my friend Calicanai here, and welcome
Now, Ricky,
to, I guess what you might
if you
call
want to
my
play this
new
game,
kind of upgraded
and I want you to play,
Las Vegas. And I say that just in case you've seen
you
any
have
of
to
my other
join
videos
the
on
Decacorn
internet.
Guild,
However, listen, stick
and then
with
whenever
me
you
here
join
all the way
that,
till the
there's a
very end
channel.
because
There's a
I'm gonna
channel
show you
on the
something that I
left.
think that you're gonna find
Guys, I'm
pretty
trying
cool.
to talk.
You see, in a moment here, I'm gonna pull
Hold
out my
on.
computer. I'm gonna show you
So
exactly
on the
how it is that
left-hand
went
side of the
from working for a
Discord
minimum
in
wage at a coffee
Decacorn,
shop, just a few short
there
years
is
ago, to,
a
you know, now
section
living a life of,
called
I guess what most people might call more abundance.
How to
if
Register.
That's fair to say.
And
really
you'll
more
click on
importantly than
that, and it'll
is
give
just
you
having the
like 3
freedom and
steps of how to get your pass.
to really live life
Then
on
on
my own
Thursday,
terms.
you will
And I
receive
wanna
your
be clear with
pass
you here.
from the
There's
company
absolutely
Big
nothing
Time
for sale in
Game.
this video. In fact,
And
even
then
if you
you'll
love
be able to
every
start
ounce of
your
it, you couldn't buy
tutorial
everything from me at the end of this
experience,
video,
and it is
even
an
if you wanted
experience.
to. And the reason for that is because I just
You'll
really
probably
wanted to
breeze right
create
through it.
something
I'm
of
still working
pure,
on mine on day 2,
unadulterated value for you,
but I've
because
only been
so
on it for like an
often
hour and a
people
half
ask me,
in my
"Calla,
defense.
how is it that you
So
do
it
what
takes
you
a
do?"
couple hours to
And
get
the
through
truth
it,
is that as I
but
show
it's
it to
really
you
cool.
in just a
If
moment,
you have any
I think you're
questions,
going to be astounded at how simple it all really
you
is.
can ask anybody in Decacorn, and they'll be able to help you immediately. Like within 5 minutes, you'll get an answer. It's amazing.
Hey, what's up, my friend? Calicanai here, and as you can see, I'm in my home office. I've got the whiteboard.
It does
out.
make a lot
Over the
more
next
sense
couple of
with
minutes,
eating
I'm going to
crayon.
break down for you exactly how it is that
I'm going to make one that says I eat glue.
Well, let's just say not.
Just in your
And hang
defense,
with me
they're
all the way
crayons.
until the very end because I
Okay.
think you're going to be surprised by what you're
Eating
about to see
glue.
because the solution I'm about to
Never ate
outline
glue.
for you
Tastes like
is really staring all of us in the face every single day. It's just that most of us
milk
don't
don't taste good.
So let's start at the top. What do we need in order to start a business from scratch? Well,
If
basically,
you
we just
get
need two things,
jalapeno
right? We need
in
an
your
audience
eyes,
represented by this
milk
circle.
helps.
And an audience is basically just a group of
What if you
people
pour-
that
what if
have
you-
a specific
what if-
problem that they want solved or desire that they want fulfilled.
When you've got milk
Once we've
eyeballs.
identified
Yeah,
that,
thank you.
we just find an
Get
audience.
that.
That's why she makes the big bucks.
I like the ads.
With the influx and the flooding
Another
of all of these
NFT
new
gamer
players into
guide.
the big time
Want
NFT
that? I
game,
just want to
there's a
see
lot of confusion and questions being
footage
asked.
of this
So
game.
I decided to create a guide.
If you
for
went to the
beginners.
Morgan
This is coming
Wallen
from a
concert,
gold player who
the
played
one that
during
my
early access
sister
for
went
all of
to,
global grinding, anywhere from
subscribe.
4 to
Yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment.
On-chain gaming's mission is to empower gamers by accelerating the adoption of health.
You be nice. You're the one that don't share.
Okay, here we go. Town hall weapon, gym slotting.
I don't like sharks.
Welcome to Big Time 101. As you travel through Time's End, you'll inevitably find a bright and shiny new weapon that you want to slay foes with, be it because of the stats on the weapon or because it fits the style of combat that suits you. Weapons in Big Time gain experience just like the player does, and when a weapon reaches the appropriate level, you can apply weapon gems to them that will modify your attacks and make you stronger. There are many different types of weapon gems as well, and they offer different effects that can boost your combat effectiveness or increase your utility out in the field. The choice is up to you to decide how you want to build your character. To equip a weapon gem, you must first gather the appropriate ingredients. The different
Got an
components for
85
crafting
pound
gems can
pit
be
bull,
found all
probably
over
90
Time's
pounds
End
by
and
now.
inside adventure
But she
instances.
loves
You
to
can
Her
find
name
mighty
is
minerals and slay
Daisy.
enemies.
What does she
Next,
do to
head
little
to a weapon
boys?
gem crafting vendroid and choose the
Eat
gem
their
you wish to
neck.
craft.
Eat
Check
their
to make sure
neck.
you have all the required ingredients needed to make your gem, and you're all set.
Once the gem is crafted,
Mom
go
got
to
a
the
good
slot and
picture of her
remove
just a
tab
minute
and
ago
choose the
with the
weapon that you would
stuff.
like to upgrade.
Did y'all see
Finally,
that?
add the gem that you want to slot into your weapon.
That is hilarious.
It's that easy. Note that there are requirements that the player needs to meet before equipping higher tier gems, as well as the gold cost to slot the gem into your
I hope
weapon.
y'all can
You'll
see
need
this.
to do more than just gather
One
materials
dog
to
has a
maximize your weapon's
pig.
capabilities. Lastly, if you don't like the gems that are currently on your weapon, you can remove them, though there is a cost for that as well. Now, when you go into the world, your weapon will have the gem's beneficial effect applied to it. So get out there, adventurer, and level up those weapons. That's all for this episode of Big Time 101. We'll see you in Time's
Okay,
End.
so on the left side, you'll see how to register. It'll give you like 3 steps. Once you sign up for that, that's going to be able to give you access to the NFT pass to be able to play the game this coming.
It's not crypto. It's not something like Amazon.
You'll be able to play the game this coming Thursday. But you have to do the 3 steps in the... Guys, I'm trying to stream. So you'll have to do the 3 steps in the Discord in order to be able to play the game.
Amazon, the best.
Let's see what else they have to offer in this. That's not them. Okay.
Hey there, I'm Zach Rice, and today I'm joined by Matt Tonks, our CTO, and Doug Wilson, our Director of Operations, and welcome to the patch stream for version 0.2.
Yeah, that's
patches we're always working towards a central theme.
that's a bit of a problem, Crayons. At least register and get your NFT pass. That way you do have it for later. Whenever you do get a computer you can play it on, you'll be able to play on it. The system requirements are kind of low. But like my computer, it'll play it, but it won't do it when I'm streaming. But that's literally, I can't stream and play a game because my computer crashes anyway. There's something wrong with this. There will be a mobile version in the future, but as of right now, no. But you definitely want to get this $330 pass, because in the future, that's going to be $330 that you don't have to spend on a game. And an NFT pass that's $330 value. What that is, as far as if you compared it to regular gaming, it's like me giving you a disc to play the game for free. And then this disc earns in-game items that you can sell on the marketplace for thousands of dollars. So it's just a matter of how you look at the comparison there.
There's 3, but a lot of the stuff inside it changes, so you get a different experience each time, and it's kind of a bigger open area for more interesting combat. And we have in testing.
So I'm still new to this game myself, but it's gonna be interesting to be playing it in the future for sure. And then like as you're playing the game and you need somebody to play with, you can easily go on there and do.
The other 2 exciting ones are, firstly, you'll hit the rising rings or the rotating rings boss fight, which is kind of its own bespoke, more like a raid, I guess. You go in and you fight a bunch of guys like normal, but there's a puzzle to solve, and there's some interesting kind of like physical mechanics that you have to work with your team in order to overcome, and some cool surprises in that one too. And that starts at level 18, I believe.
Rancho is looking to get in.
Sometimes it's still random.
I don't know.
And then the last one is the elemental boss fight, which is a level 30 plus dungeon, which I don't want to spoil too much on, but it's a very different fight. Also kind of
grab
like
it
a raid
because
sort of you'll need to work with your team carefully and have a good team to go in there, because it's a little bit more challenging, but it should be a fun time, I think, for everybody. And like Zach mentioned, a lot of the work that we did this time was setting up the groundwork for more fights like this. So we have our designers have basically an infinite amount of ideas of stuff they'd want to get in and try. So as we put out patches, we'll put in more boss variety, mix in as much as we have time to put in each time. So it should be more exciting and more rewarding too. Like we tried to play with the risk versus reward there and make sure that the harder boss fights actually do give you better rewards. So you get some juice for your squeeze, if you will.
For sure. And another thing that caught my eye, and I'm sure everybody else's, is the rework of abilities in the skill tree progression. I know this has been completely reworked, and I know there's various branches of trees that are now locked behind other branches that need to be unlocked with a trainer. Can you guys kind of give a cursory overview of what that rework kind of looks like in game?
Sure. So there's kind of like the basic skill tree that you get that you can unlock right away. That's kind of for the first few levels. Beyond that, there's all these paths, like Path of Fire and Path of whatever. There's a whole bunch of them, and the players can sort of choose which path they want to go down. And in order to go down a particular path, you need to find a trainer.
Jay, I'm hoping that I'll be doing a little bit of work later, and then I'll be able to do that possibly up here. I don't know, because of the
and there's some paths
the environment
easy to find
is
trainers for,
supposed
and
to
some
be kid
that are, you
friendly,
have to like explore
and I
dungeons
don't
in order
want
to find
things to
trainers
get too
for,
out of hand where you got chicken boobies all over your face again,
even more difficult,
and those kind of things. So yeah,
because they're meant to be a little bit more challenging. They're more
I tried to get that out before the kids were back around.
Just a lot more options and a
So
lot
I hope
more
you heard me.
exciting choices to make as you're progressing your character or your pocket watch. It also gives you kind of more builds to try and swap between pocket watches. You can try one path on one pocket watch, level up another, try it, swap between them. Maybe you're playing the elemental boss fight and you want to switch to a particular path. I won't say why. When you're fighting him, those sorts of things are kind of what we're trying to lead into.
Definitely in the near future.
Should be exciting. In our testing, it's been pretty fun.
Need one.
Sure. Oh my gosh, we just covered so much fun stuff, and now I want to ask the community what questions
Very
do
nice.
you guys
Very
want to field to them. If you have any questions about
Well, Jay is going to have 2 different NFT games that he's playing.
Sticks out, I'll
That's awesome.
to them and we'll get some more juicy info. We'll give it a second.
Now, of course, you're going to get your NFT pass on Thursday, so you'll have access on Thursday to the game in order to be able to play it, and you'll start your grind then.
That's so cool.
It's kind of like
I should be available to play. I don't
area
know.
of effect targeted spell.
My day's
that
going to look
does
like
fire damage and has some different.
Hopefully, I'm busy until this evening.
Speaking of the path of unlocks, one of the interesting things that we added there is given a particular path that you've chosen to go down, you can actually put more points into a spell and add abilities to it, or add extra damage effects, or like a DOT that gets added onto something like the Meteor Strike. But it's another very powerful, exciting Chronomancer ability, like you'd expect for that class. So it's a fun one, and sometimes enemies will use it against you this morning. We won't say which ones, but you'll see it.
And see, people are asking, when is the game going to be free to everyone?
The most common
Nobody gets a free game. Not like this. Not in crypto. This is a very big thing. Like I'm just stoked about it, really.
We've been working hard to crush.
We're going to find somebody that's a non-affiliate. We're going to give them a raid.
The finaling stage, and I think we're down to just a handful of bugs left, and we just need to get a release candidate up and test it out. Give our QA team a chance to run through it and make sure that we're not going to patch out and then have you guys find the bugs instead of us.
So let's go ahead and give Ace the Thief some love, guys. I appreciate you all for watching today.
When it's ready, sort of thing. We're not trying to withhold a date from you on purpose. It's just we don't want to release it before it's ready, and release it as soon as it is ready. So.
There you go. Now someone said.
Make sure if you have any questions.
Awesome. All right. Cool. So
to DM me on Discord or in Decacorn, and just tag anybody in there. Carrie, make sure that you get your pass. I want to make sure everybody gets their pass. That's a free crypto pass that you can at least sell later in the future. We really want you to play the game, but if you don't, that's cool. But we really appreciate you, Miss Queen. And then Crayons, if you want to go live, go ahead, buddy.
The smite radius has been decreased somewhat, and various fixer heal abilities now increase.
I was going to raid Ace the Thief, but
very cool.
I can raid you. That's no problem, bro.
Behind those balancing updates updates, and
I know your name.
What can players expect when they get into game? Is it, you think it's better? Do you think it's, what do you kind of think about these balance changes?
I mean, we're always making balance changes. By the way, a lot of those come from listening
Queen,
to the community. So,
I thank you for
I see some
everything.
people saying,
Boss, thank you for everything.
That's
Guys, if y'all need me, hit me up on Discord.
We collate all the feedback. We make changes.
Make sure you get your free NFT pass. We'd love to see everybody get some action on it. Thank you for coming and supporting the stream today. Really, really appreciate it.
Should be largely beneficial to everybody. A lot of them are, like two-handed sword, heavy attack.
Crayons, just let me know whenever you're live.
It just means it should be more what you expect. It should land. It should connect. It should do damage to things when you expect.
And then once again, for anybody watching that has missed any information, you'll want to thank you for your details.
It's sort of
so just to let everybody know, whenever you want to sign up for the NFT pass that's worth $330, you'll join Decacorn. That's the largest guild in the game, and that's how we're able to give these away for free. So you'll join their Discord, GD International. Then once you join that, there is a steps to register. So it says how to register in the channels. You'll click on that, and it'll give you a list of 3 or 4 things that you need to do in order to get signed up for your NFT pass. You will receive your NFT pass on Thursday. So just letting everybody know that that's how that's going to work. And on Thursday, you'll be able to start playing the game and making some money. And I enjoy the game, really. I really do. And the different realms that you're in, it's really interesting. So I hope you guys have a great time playing it. If you have any questions during your gameplay and you're just a little lost or something, message us in Decacorn. We will help you get through it. It's very simple. Some things that just seem impossible in the game, believe me, I've been there already. They'll be able to help you with literally like one word. And it's hilarious. Like the one thing that you're not thinking of doing, they tell you to do it, and it works. So it's really cool. You're going to enjoy it. It's a different kind of game completely, and you can make money. So I'm just glad that I was able to help you guys get some type of extra income while playing games that you like and enjoy. And then we're going to see you guys on the next one. I'm going to go raid I Eat Crayons. He is a non-affiliate that has lost access to his affiliate because he just forgot his password or something. He couldn't get into it or something. And we've all been there. So thankfully I have not, but we're going to try. Let's go see if he's live. Oh yeah, he's live. Let's go. He ate crayons and he don't remember. Guys, y'all be good. Stay blessed. God loves you. We'll see you guys on the next one. Let's give this boy some love. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Blast off.